for teen.
And welcome on into Wreckest Wednesdays here on the channel there, folks. You've seen it first. They've got brand new content for the game. I just recently got the information not too long ago, so I've just been kind of glazing over it. Got the stream set up or whatever to be able to showcase, I guess, all the new things that they have applied to the game as far as the tournament aspect here. So we're going to get right into this. There's a lot to go over, seems like that. So even though the trailer, as you've seen there, showcases the fact that they're in Season 2, this is just based on, from what I can recall, anyway, from what I can gather and understand, this is just because they're adding new content to the game. The fact that in the tournament aspect itself or whatever, they're still continuing with Season 5 for September. That coincides, I guess, with all this new content that they've applied to the game. So, like I said, we're going to be getting right into this here. I'm super excited. I guess the fact that it's coming mid-month here. I was expecting that to happen more or less towards the beginning of September, but that didn't happen. So welcome everybody to coming in there. So Check Killer coming on in. Long time no see. Absolutely. How we've been doing out there. I'm just kind of stoked a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get right into this here as far as this new content and whatever that they've got for the tournament aspect of the game. So we're gonna load this thing right up here. Getaway Heat, as we're calling it, but see, as the notes down there, it's Season 5. They're continuing their, I don't know if they're more or less still considering, I guess, the summer season, but it's Season 2. Again, as you've seen, I guess, with the trailer there, because they've added new content. You can see already they got the Rocket RTX. So brand new models as far as like added to, as well as new tracks. So we're going to be definitely checking all this stuff out here. So lots of focus is going to be put on the tournament aspect here this evening on the channel, that's for sure. Because we've got lots of stuff to go over, like I said. So I think I'm going to jump right into this weekly challenge here and see what's going on with it. It's looking like it's a timed event. So we need to get better than 3 minutes and 4 seconds to get a bronze. And they're starting you off with the Rocket RX. I might have said that wrong. So we got a beefed up version of the Rocket, as far as based on the OG vehicle, right? So we got a Class A version of that to be able to run this Hill Street circuit, which happens to be, again, from what you see from the trailer, this is a new track. First time ran on it, so I had known nothing about it. I can already tell by looking at it here. They got a huge hairpin right here. That's going to be really interesting. So we start in here, we work our way around this hairpin, so on and so forth. I'm going to get right into this. I'm going to stop just flapping my gums here and just get right to it. There goes nothing. Let's get into it. Load this bad boy up. I'm not really usually all that particular with. Now I've raced, as you've seen on the channel, I guess, as far as the motorsport complex. I know that one like the back of my hand. As far as they got the 2 long straightaways and such. And then a lot of the 90-degree turns and things like that. That track I've become very efficient at. This one here is going to definitely probably up my game here because there is still quite a few straightaways. Got a couple of decent straightaways on here, so about that hairpin. I can already tell right off the bat without even running on this, it's probably going to kick my butt. It's probably going to take me some time to get used to it, that's for sure. Can we tune this thing? You absolutely can. Sweet. I'm going to leave it right where it is at for now. I want to see how this thing handles. Looks like it is stock. But holy mackerel, look at this thing. Loving the rims on it. They did a really nice job on this RX version of the rocket. I'm going to keep that, as I said, this as it is. We're going to see how it runs. If I need to make any adjustments after this first initial run here, then we'll do that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I already realized what I did miss to do. I forgot to get the overlay for the wheel. I'll fix that here in a moment. I got super excited to get this thing going. So, yeah, I kind of missed out on that a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. The wheel's acting up. Oh, my God. I get gathered up here. Oh, what in the hell? Wait, hold on. I need to restart this. Wheel's acting up. I don't know what happened to the wheel. Dang it. That's not cool. Hold on. Oh, man. Not off to a good start. Let's restart this. I goofed. The wheel was not set up right. I'm going to get my profiler going here just a moment. Bear with me, folks. Like I said, I got super excited in getting this thing going on here. And failure on my part. So no harm, no foul. Here we go. Let's try this again. Here goes nothing. I think we got it under control now. So we need, it's all time, so I got to get better than 3 minutes and 4 seconds to get the bronze. So it's not really all about getting the win necessarily, but I assume that time is going to come into play, I guess, as far as winning. We're going to find out here, though. Oh, man, this car's got a lot of power. Not that I'm not disliking it. Oh, we got elevation changes in here, too. Nice. Oh, baby. Oh, is this the hairpin? That's the hairpin. Sharp hairpin. Oh my god. See, I knew it was going to kick my butt. I just freaking knew it. I was trying to use the handbrake and that didn't work out too well. I'm trying to correct myself here. Yep. Tried to use the handbrake on it and that was not a good thing. Not a good idea. Lesson learned. Alright. This is definitely just a trial run on this track just to kind of get it. But now we know what the hairpin's like. Now we know. Oh, I'm loving this elevation change in this. It's not all flat. We got some whip-de-doos in here. Hell yeah. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Oh, God. Yep, so just like Motorsport, the Motorsport complex that we've raced on several times here, it's got those 90-degree turns. Gotta watch those. Oh, kind of added his insult to his injury. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, this car's got a lot of power. Almost as much as the Speedbird or the was it the Road Slayer? Yeah, I think it's the Road Slayer. Lots of power, though. So without having the steering wheel overlay on, you can barely tell. I'm barely putting the throttle full blast. Oh, they got an intersection in this thing, too. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Here's the hairpin. So it's not a super long circuit like the Motor City complex. We already went back through the hairpin. So they do give you 3 laps to try to get your best lap, I'm supposing here. So I wasn't paying attention to the time. We'll take a look at that at the end here. We got 5 gears in this thing, okay. Still getting used to it. Getting used to it, getting used to it. I don't even know what time I got there in that first lap. Let alone that last lap. We're in the last lap now, right now. Third lap, okay. I went by pretty quick. Pretty quick. I'm liking the track, though. These elevation changes. I'm digging it. I'm definitely digging it. Oh, God. Intersection. It's got a little bit of a figure 8 feel to it, too. Oh, you got to go back through it. You got to go through it twice. That's crazy. Woo, baby. And the fact that I'm way in the back here probably doesn't help. So we got a winner. It's Tebow. Oh, God. That 90-degree turn, you got to come. You got so much momentum coming off that straight. Reset. Just gonna finish this out. We're alright. We're all good. What was my best time on that there? That's what I want to know. 3:38. Yeah, it's definitely... we definitely need to work on that one there. 3 minutes, 4 seconds is our goal. That was not a bad trial run, though. I'm really digging this track and this new car. As far as the beefiness of this rocket. Alright, we're going to go continue. We didn't get a trophy or anything on that, but that's fine. I got to adjust some things here. One of them being getting the overlay back on for the wheel, so y'all can see what's going on with the throttle and steering control. I forgot to get that going on here, so give me a moment. I was just, like I said, super excited to get this thing rolling. Super excited. And yeah, it's good reason, I guess, to be, because... Let me put this bad boy over here. There we go. I think it should be good then. Alright. Hope y'all are as excited as I am, that's for sure. So that was our first initial run in the weekly challenge there. We didn't do too well, but not a bad start. Not a bad start. If I wouldn't have wrecked those couple of times there trying to figure out what was going on with the wheel, I probably would have done a lot better. But yeah, I'm really digging the fact that you've got to go through this intersection. There's an intersection right here at this hairpin. I didn't necessarily notice that until I actually ran it. That is crazy. But I like it though. Great. And yeah, so the fact that we got a new car, as far as a new setup on the RX, at least anyway, in this new track, as far as being Hill Street, it adds a little bit of flavor, I guess, as to what we've been used to on the game here, just as far as that Motor City complex. So they're not loading up all this rankings here. That's okay. Yeah, I like the tuning of the car too. It just took a little bit of getting used to, as it usually is. It's got a lot of power though. You just got to keep it under control there. Yep, there it is. Just making sure it was on. Now you got the overlay there for the throttle and the steering control. Oh god. That dude pushed me right into the wall. Alright. I'll see how you are. So, the way it is though, like I said, it's based on your... You want to get the... It's all based on time. You don't need to get the win necessarily. If you can get the win, that's even better, I'm sure, but it's not really geared around getting the win on this event. It's all about the time. 3 minutes, 4 seconds. We gotta get better of. Hairpin. Oh, God. I don't know. Ah, crap. That's gonna hurt my time. Yeah. Still gonna take some getting used to get that hairpin, I suppose. I got a little bit of help, I believe, too. Alright, here we go. Did I go the right way? I think so. I got kind of discombobulated there. Okay, I'm going to focus here a little bit. Now that I got... Oh, this turn right here. You got so much speed coming off that straightaway. It's hard to keep it under control. You can take that 90 degree. Got to kind of almost anticipate that corner. Yeah, baby. I like they got the turn signs there as far as the yellow and black signs there. Kind of gives you somewhat of a clue. So it's not like just up in your face. Get the shifting down, right? Get out of my way. Oh, baby. Intersection. Watch it. Use him as a pick to help me turn. Oh! Almost spun on again. You obviously don't want to put too much steering input into that hairpin because it'll spin you around in this car. It's got a lot of power. Oh! Not that a lot of power is a bad thing. You just got to learn to tame it. Got to tame that beast. I'm really liking the handling of it, though. Whoops, I shifted too early. Final lap, here we go. Now, I don't know if it's taking the time and just taking your best time, or is it averaging it? I gotta pay attention to that, too, I guess. As you get 3 laps here, we'll have to pay a little bit closer attention to that to see if they're actually averaging the times or if they're just taking your best lap time. I would imagine they take their best lap time. Intersection. Okay. Coming up to the hairpin. Yeah, so the track gives you... Oh, God. It's my own again. The track gives you a lot of clues as far as, like, what's coming up. So the hairpin, when you get to the hairpin, or when you get to the intersection, I should say, you definitely know when you're going to go through the hairpin. And these yellow signs, it gets to let you know before the turns are. So that's great. So probably not going to do too well, I guess, in this run either, but that's okay. We're getting lots of practice. Lots of practice. All right, so I think we're still probably in the 330s. Yeah. So we got a little work to do, I guess, in that ballpark. A little bit of work to do there. So 338 was our first initial. Here, let me check out the leaderboards here just out of curiosity. Let's see what's going on with that. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. That's top gold. Let's see where the gold stops. Really curious to see if it's out of the 3-minute mark. I think we're going to be well into the 2-minute mark, I guess, as far as gold. These are still all gold. Holy mackerel. Still scrolling through the gold. I don't see. I'm going to get to where we see a silver. Definitely under 3 minutes, it looks like. That's what it's looking like. I just want to see where that cutoff is anyway. Man, there's a lot of people participating in this. Holy mackerel. You do get some good times here, too. Something to work forward to. Something that's a goal. Gallows, good to have goals. There's the silver. Went too far. So here's the cutoff right here, right around the 249, not quite 250 mark. Nice. Some good times. I definitely feel that's possible. I think if I wouldn't wreck as much or spin out, I guess in the hairpin, I could see that happening. I think I can easily probably get into the 3-minute mark, the 3-minute range. But that range, as far as that cutoff between the silver and the gold, that's definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge. Okay. Let's do it again. We're doing a restart. And we're going to do it again. Yeah, definitely don't need to change the setup on the car. Setup on the car is great. I just got to learn to drive it. Tame this beast. So, for anybody else that's out there that's got the game and has tried this out here, what are you thinking of it? I'm always curious to hear other people's critique of it. I've been really enjoying, I guess, as far as what the developers have come up with this tournament aspect of the game. Never fail to amaze, I guess, as far as what they're doing. They're definitely doing a fantastic job with it. There's a hairpin. And I totally overdrove that. No, I'm getting so much help getting spun out here. Let's just reset. Probably better bet. Yeah, still got to work on that hairpin. That hairpin's still kicking my butt, just like I thought it would. Definitely is. Oh God, I'm getting so much help here. Dude. Alright. I guess that's to be. It's still Wreckfest. You don't want to forget about that. It's still Wreckfest. Out of my way, dude. It is still Wreckfest. You cannot forget that. I am bound and determined to get a bronze in this bad boy, though. Might take me a few tries, but that's okay. That's the fun part, actually. If I was to get it like right off the bat, that'd be too easy. Too easy if it would work out that way. Yeah, but definitely, if any of you out there got the game, if you tried this out there, I want to hear about your experience with it. You liking it? You digging it? Maybe not so much? Let me know out there. I know so far I've just dove into it. I saw this hit, and it had to have been within the last day or two. I have not paid attention, I guess, as far as what's going on with the game since last week, and just happened to see it drop, and I'm like, yeah, baby. Oh God, come on! This car's got so much power. Gotta learn to tame it. Yeah, so the fact you definitely probably don't want to spin out or anything like that. It's probably going to hurt your time. Oh, definitely something we got to work on. Oh, God. I'm trying to get used to it, so we're coming up to the hair. Oops, shift it down. Wrong shift. Okay, here's the intersection. Ooh, the squeak there, and I overdrove it again. Trying to miss that van or whatever came through the intersection. We already got a wiener. Yeah, we're already over that 3-minute mark, so I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Does the time reset for every lap? I'm guessing it does. I'll have to look at that closer. I just been focusing on just working my way around, especially that hairpin. That hairpin's definitely kicking my butt. Alright, so it must be taking the overall time. For all 3 laps, you got to be under 3 minutes. Okay. I'm understanding this now. Okay. So, for all 3 laps, you've got to get under the 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Okay. I'm understanding this now. Alright. Continue. I'm going to get out of this and I'm going to come back in. Difficulty bonus. Okay. Continue. Sometimes I've found it is easier, I guess, just to get out and come back into it instead of just keep restarting it. That way you get a whole fresh outlook, I guess, on the entire event. But yeah, so far we have not gotten a bronze. 3 minutes, 4 seconds we got to get. Let's continue. Let's load this back up. Alrighty then. Okay, stream seems to have settled down there a little bit. I know in this starting sequence there goes of the stream, it was kind of working out a little bit. Even as I sit right now, I've dropped over 3,000 frames just on now since we've started and gotten into the tournament aspect here. We've been fantastic. I also want to keep in mind, for those that aren't aware, Twitch is implementing what they consider to be mid-rolls. Okay, so how that basically works is if you're not a sub to the channel, at any point during the duration of the stream, you might get an ad. This is normal. This is what their Twitch is trying to implement, I guess, as far as now. What I have considered on the channel is to start running my own ads and my own intervals so that they Twitch doesn't run an ad just randomly, I guess, on the channel. Now, this is above and beyond, I guess, the pre-roll ads that you would get when you come to the channel if you're not a sub to the channel. Now, I'm not trying to promote, I guess, as far as people that sub to the channel, I guess, to get rid of the ads. That's up to you. That's up to you as the viewer. But I'm just saying, just trying to give you some insight, I guess, as far as how that works, I guess, as far as with Twitch. If you're coming to the channel and you're not subbed, chances are you're probably going to see an ad throughout the duration of the stream. So that's just a fair warning. Nothing I can do about it. That's just something Twitch is implementing, I guess, as of recent. So, alright, we're going to get back into this. Here goes nothing. I'm going to try and tame that hairpin, that's for sure. And just the overall power of this this Rocket RX. I think I want to stay to the left or right here, I'm saying. Gotta follow the flow here. Okay, getting some help. There we go. You got to watch out for these rivals. It is still Wreckest, like I said. They will still wreck you, I guess, to get to where they want to go. I would not expect anything less from Wreckest as far as for the AI here, because it's all AI. It's all NPC, however you want to look at it. Oh god, here's the hairpin. That snuck up on me. Yep, use them as picks to help me turn. There we go. A little bit better, not the greatest, but it didn't spin completely out, so that's always a good thing. I like these whippy-doos. And oh god, look at this guy. Pushing me right into the wall. Oh, I see you. I see you. Let's get out of his way. I think we are in the lead, too. Holy smokes. Let's not get cocky about it, though. You know what happens when we get cocky about it. That gets us in trouble. Alright. We got a good run going here. Just trying to wreck it here. Getting used to the handling of the car, the overall power of the car. Coming up to the hairpin. Oh, don't spin out, don't spin out. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy. Got all these guys coming through. Oh, God. Oh, God. Barely made it through there. Woo! That's crazy. I like these little... I love this here. It's got like a San Francisco feel. Oh, God. Too hot. Too hot. Reset. Reset. That straightaway there got the better of me. That momentum that you get coming up to that turn. Got to really watch that. I think I'm right behind the leader here, too. Technic. We got a really good run going here. Will it be good enough, I guess, to get under that 3-minute mark, though? Probably not. We're going to try, though. Intersection. Slow it down, slow it down. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Get off, get off, get off, get off, get off. I got a little help there. Oh, maybe. Oh, we're getting so much help here as far as to get wrecked. I think, yeah, so we're definitely better time. We're out of the 330 range. We're getting better. So if we didn't have those little bit of hiccups there, I guess as far as in the hairpin, and getting we got to run this like perfect. We can't wreck at all as far as to get that bronze. And this is this is what we've come to notice, I guess, with running these tournaments here. So I'm going to restart. Yeah, we'll do that. Here goes that. So we're gonna get this bronze. We're definitely in the right direction now. Chewed off about 13 seconds off our time. Better than 13 seconds anyway. Still got to work your way through all these bots here. I'm getting some help. Oh, we got a hearse in here. Nice. Nice variation of cars too. There's a boomer. Got a hearse right behind me. Oh, I'm getting pushed by this hearse here. Getting some help. Getting some help. I don't really need that. Out of my way. Oh my goodness. Get it under control. There we go. All in the first lap. Okay, this is the one I gotta really watch. Coming up over the hill. Anticipate the corner. There we go. That was a little better. Gotta stay to the right here. It's got kind of juts up here. Oh, that hearse. This is a fun track to drive on. It's got a nice rhythm and flow to it, especially with all the elevation change and whatnot. You get a little bit of a boost going downhill. Slow it up here. Nice and easy. This kind of reminds me of the inner loops at the Big Valley, I believe it is. It's kind of the same feel to it. Get the inner and outer loops. Okay, gotta really watch this corner. Anticipate it. There we go. We've got a pretty good handle on that corner now. Stay to the right. Not too far to the right, though. Oh, baby. A lot of 90-degree turns. So far, what I'm noticing here, I don't want to go much lower than second gear. Just the way the car is geared and the power that it has. Keep it down to second gear just to kind of get around the hairpin. Get control and tame that beast. Made it to the intersection. Nice. Home stretch. Oh, God. We got no pressure. Nice and smooth. Oh, baby. Here we go. What did we get? What did we get? Oh, come on now. That's got to be pretty damn close. Oh, man, that's so close. So we shaved off another 3 seconds. We're going in the right direction. That's a good thing. I did have a couple of flubs right there, but nothing too serious. All right, we're doing it again. We're going to get this bronze. I'm having fun with this track. As far as even trying to get the bronze. Not getting salty yet. Sometimes that happens. As far as getting salty. The bots aren't overly aggressive, at least so far. For as many times as I tried this so far, I mean, they're running basically the amount of aggressiveness that I would expect. Because like I said, it is still Wreckfest. I would expect, if there wasn't any wrecking, as far as to get position, then it just wouldn't be Wreckfest. But it's just the right amount, the correct balance, I guess, of wrecking, as far as like Rubbin's racing type of thing. It's not like deliberate and in your face type of. Whoops. Whoop. Use a little bit of handbrake there. Probably want to stay off the handbrake there. This car will whip right around if I do that. A lot of power in it. Not that I'm disliking it. It's just a matter of taming it. That's all it's about. This is going to be one of my next new favorite tracks besides that Motor City Complex. As far as road courses go. I'm digging it. I'm liking the livery. They did a really good job on this track. Behind the steer, come on. Get a handle on it. Whoop. I don't want to get down in first there. Gold digger, it says. Oh, God. Oh, man, I ran into right into that sucker. Reset. I ran right into him. I deserved that. I was like, oh. Gonna hit him. Yep, sure did. I sure did. This car can definitely take a licking. As far as the damage, anyway. This would be a good practice run again. I don't expect to be... Probably going to hurt my time a little bit. I don't think it's going to be able to make up for... Out of my way. Out of my way. I'll probably be back in the 330s on this run. And that's to be expected for getting a hit there in the intersection. Get out of my way, Slowpoke. Easy, easy. And there's at least 2 different areas where you can really catch yourself off guard as far as like having too much throttle. Oh, God. I hit him again. Hit someone again. Dang, you got to really watch that intersection. Son of a gun, anyway. That's twice now. You got to kind of inch your way through. If you see cars coming through there, kind of let them go. But not too much. You don't have to come to a dead stop. Just kind of slow down. Probably not a good idea to speed it up, because you're probably going to get hit. As I just proved. Probably going to get rammed into. Alright, yeah, so we're back up in the 330s. And that's to be expected. I got hit 2 times in the intersection. Whoo, baby. I'm having fun with this one, though. I am not going to lie. I mean, a little bit of salt, but that's to be expected. I mean, it is Wreckfest still, but I'm having a blast so far. Yep. We're trying it again. We're pretty close there. We just got to watch the hairpin, which we've got that pretty much nailed, and that intersection. If we want to avoid as much as possible as far as getting T-boned or whatever in that intersection. That is a definite must. Chances are if that happens there, it's going to hurt your time. Look at these dudes. Oh, get out of my way. That's it. I am definitely loving the flow of this track, though. Especially with this elevation change. I feel like a broken record when I say that, but man, it just runs really nice. There's the hairpin. Down the second. Ease it through there. Oh my god. Yeah, you definitely want to get right back into the gas. If you do that, you're going to spin. Really, probably no way to change that, I don't think. It's not in my garage, so I can't really adjust the engine on it. But I can tune it. As I saw, oh god, too hot, too hot. I got greedy. Definitely don't want to get greedy. You get greedy, it's probably gonna hurt you in the long run too. Oh, this dude, I'm getting so much help by these two guys. So much help. Yeah, this is probably gonna hurt my time. Oh my goodness. Reset, reset. Damn. Well, I had a good run going there. Up until that happened. Oh my goodness. We're going to keep digging it. We only got 3 laps. 3 laps to do this. It's not like super extended or anything, so that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Okay, coming back up the intersection and the hairpin. Oh, watch the curb. Curb bites. Okay, a minute through the intersection. We got one more lap after this. See if we can pick up some time here. Try to take advantage of this clean air, quote unquote. Got to anticipate the corner up here. There we go. I find myself slowing up more than I need to, I guess, as far as to make sure I don't blow that corner. Got a little jog right there. Oop, cut it down too much. Oh, I'm so like trying not to use a handbrake. I use the handbrake, I'm gonna spin around. I use the handbrake a couple different times, and it'll just spin the car right out. It's got so much power. So you probably want to be tempted not to use the handbrake on this car. At least in my experience, anyway. Oh my god, I'm getting so much help here. Oh no! Damn it. Yeah, that definitely hurt our time there. Yeah, we want to avoid that as much as possible. Got to avoid that. Got to time it, just like any figure 8. You know, we see more times than none, if you see cars, I guess, coming into the view, because as far as coming through the intersection, just slow up a little bit. You don't need to come to a complete stop, just slow up a little bit. If you try to gun it, chances are you're going to get hit. More than likely, you're going to get hit. So we're right back. So it's kind of following a pattern here, what I'm seeing. With the amount of wrecks that I get there, I'm staying right in the 330. If I don't get hit and running rather smooth, I'm staying right around the 315 mark. 317, 318, somewhere in there. That's been our best time. So, yeah. At least we're staying consistent, depending on what happens on the track, anyway. Alright, here goes nothing. We're back at it. I'm going to get into the season challenge we got here once I get the bronze on this one here, which I don't think is too far off. I need some cooperation here by the AI, that's for sure. We don't need to win this race, we just need to get that time, right? So if that means getting to the front, then that's just a part of it, but we don't necessarily have to get the win. Okay. Oh my goodness. So aggressive. Now they're starting to get a little bit more aggressive, it seems. And this is why I usually like to restart or continue the event and come back into it, because it'll kind of settle them down a little bit. Kind of resets the aggressiveness of the bots. At least it seems like that way anyway. It could be just a psyche thing, but it does seem like it resets, I guess, as far as the behavior of the cars. If you get out and load the track back up again. That's been evident to me, I guess, as far as these tournament aspects anyway. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it seems that way. Get out of my way, dude. Trying to get my time here. Screwing my time up. Oh, yeah. Side-by-side action there. Oh, yeah. Rubbin's Racing. Intersection. Good. Use him as a pick to help me turn. Oh, God. That's too much. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I tried to squeak it through there and it didn't work. Didn't work. I did not take my own advice there. I tried to gun it. See if I can get past him. Just as approved. Chances are you gun it. Try to get through there. If you see him coming through the intersection, you're going to get slammed. It's better probably just blow it up a little bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So basically, if I was to break this down to you, you want to be less than a minute or no more than a minute on each lap. That's probably a good way to put it. Now, the fact that it's 3 minutes, or 3 laps, I should say, you want to be around a minute, and not much more over a minute each lap to get the bronze, at least. If that hasn't become evident. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Damn, dude. Yowza. There goes nothing. Oh yeah, he took my hit. I should have got. It's like I said, I wowed up just a little bit. That's what you get. You're getting greedy. Greedy and cocky. Gets you in trouble. Yeah, we're definitely slow. We're a little bit better, but than the previous run. But yeah, we're kind of a little bit higher. We were like 317, 318. Whew. Man, we got to run such a clean lap. All right, I'm gonna have to pay attention more to my lap time. So, just as I put it there, if you break it down for each lap, you don't want to be much over a minute per lap, just to get bronze. So, like no more than like a minute 1 second for each lap. That's gonna get it done. Holy mackerel. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this one. I know I said I was going to run it until I get a bronze. I'm just going to take a breather. At least I got a feel for the way the event runs. I'm going to continue on that. And I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to check out the season challenge, see what's going on with that. I don't waste too much time. I'm going to be going over through all these different events here for sure throughout the course of the stream here. So all of them are going to get looked at here at some point or another. So this one here, looks like we got a new car, and it's using the same track, Hill Street. Looks like the same thing we just ran. So both the season event, the season challenge, and the weekly challenge are using the same track, just a different car. So this one is a Class B Razor. So I think this is a new car. This is one I have not seen before. So we got another new car, and this one, in order to get bronze, we need to get, so it looks like we got to do some wrecking here. So you got to race through as many checkpoints as you can. So you must get a certain number of checkpoints, points for the time that you get on checkpoints. Guess we're going to have to see how this one works. Let's load it up. If I'm understanding that, it looks like you're getting points for how fast you can get through each checkpoint, maybe? 400 more time. Cool. This reminds me of, oh my god, so many, like, Rad Racer and things like that. Oh, we got some traffic to deal with here, too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Reset. Oh my goodness, so we gotta get to the checkpoint. This reminds me of Rad Racer so much. Get to the checkpoint and it adds time. Oh, this is pretty cool. So you got to deal with these taxi cabs. Some of these look pretty rough. Got to get a feel on this car too. this is a little bit different layout here. Same course, but it's a different layout than we just ran. Okay. So I think we're going the opposite direction. Maybe? A little bit different layout, anyway, on this course. See if we can kind of use those cars as a pick to help us turn. If we need to. Oh, God. Out of my way, dude. This thing's got turbo in it. I can hear the turbo whining in. Whee! It's got that little whine to it. I like it. Oh, get out. Come on, dude. Get out of my way. And we finished. What did we end up with? 220. So that's only like half the points. Oh, my. Okay. So we got to be a lot faster, obviously. Definitely got to be. Oh, it's a Skyline. Okay, yeah, that's probably another thing. A Nissan Skyline or a Nismo is what I was thinking. One of the two. Yeah, I can see that too there. Check color. I'm not all that versed, I guess, in those like that, but that's one I do know. Definitely know that. Let's restart. So we got to get a lot faster. We're only getting slightly... Wow, 220,000, that's all we got. We got to definitely whip through that a lot faster than we did to get bronze. Just to get bronze. Holy cow. Alright, let's try it again here. Here goes nothing. Faster, we need to be faster. This is definitely a different layout, I guess, than the weekly challenge. But I can dig it, though. I'm digging it. This reminds me so much of Rad Racer, though. Oh, wow. I mean, freaking overdrove that corner. Excuse me. I'm gonna be digging. I'm digging. I don't know if I'm going fast enough, though. I don't think I am. Got to be a lot faster, I think. That turbo that winds in there, that's kind of funny. It's pretty cool. The car handles nice. It's just, I just don't know how to drive it. I'm digging, though. Digging so hard. Yeah, this is like a modern day Rad Racer. Let's bring back some memories, yeah. Do y'all remember Rad Racer? When Rad Racer was a deal at the arcade? You had to hit these checkpoints that get at a time, and then you get money and stuff like that. That corner there is kicking my butt right there. I need to get better at that corner. Out of my way, dude. Thank you. -90°. Out of my way. Got to go. I can see all these taxis are definitely they're playing into it. It's like you got to dodge them. What did I get there? 267. That's a little bit better. A little bit better, but we're still way behind. Need for Speed, I can see that too. Need for Speed, but definitely Rad Racer going way back, even before Need for Speed. Yeah, as far as getting to the checkpoints, I guess that's pretty cool. I'm digging it. 1,356,000 points. Dude, that's just screaming. And I'm just basing that as far as what I've been able to accomplish so far. All right, let's restart. Let's go forward again. I'm gonna work on this one here a little bit. So we're going in the right direction so far. See if we can keep climbing it. 412,000 though. You got to be right on the nose, I guess, with these hitting these checkpoints. We got these taxis to deal with though, right? I'm digging the handling on this car. Oh my goodness! I missed him. I caught you. So I kind of slowed up there and let him go. Not even paying attention to how much time it's adding on those. I'm just noticing that it does extend the time. You start off with like 20 seconds to get to the first one. I didn't notice that. So obviously the more time you can have left over, I guess the better. By the time it's all said and done. Yeehaw. Oh, drifted, baby, drifted. Reminds me a little bit of GTA as well. It's trying to get away from the cops. Even though there is no cops coming after me. Watch this intersection. I'm getting better at that corner. Probably not good enough yet, but I'm definitely getting better at it. Out of my way, dude. Holding me up. No. Yeah, buddy. Finish line? I think this is finish. And that's the finish. Alright, what do we get this time? 267. So we're staying consistent on the 267 so far. That's twice we've been able to get that. So I guess I don't know if we can call that consistency. But it just goes to show you how much faster we got to be at this one. Holy mackerel. Wow, I feel like I'm screaming through that course, but obviously it's not fast enough to get the bronze. Woo! We'll try it one more time. One more time, and then we're going to get to the daily challenges. But at least, we got a feel for it anyway. I don't know how much faster I got to be. Apparently a lot faster. I'm only getting 267 back to back. We just got to scream through this course even faster than we are. Oh, God. Oh, good. He hit the other taxi. That kind of jacked me up there a little bit, though. Even though he didn't hit me. This car handles nice, though. This dude is always in my line. Right in my groove there. I guess I got them all kind of like right in your groove. You gotta step out of the groove there a little bit just to get out of the way. 'Cause they ain't moving, that's for sure. Oh, hold on to it. Oh, it's got 5 gears. Okay, cool. It's all the timing, too. Oh, God, watch the curb. So I haven't run out of time getting to the checkpoints. That's probably a good thing. But I don't think it's adding enough time for me to get the better points, I guess. This dude is always in my way. Screws me up every time. That guy's not too far off either. So it's only adding like 7 seconds there, okay. And we got another 267. 266, so we're right around that same range, a little bit less. That seems to be our consistency there. Wow. I got to do so much work on getting faster on that one, that's for sure. Holy mackerel. It's fun trying, though, I ain't gonna lie. So we're already an hour into this thing here. We've already tried both the weekly challenge and the season challenge. Have yet to be able to get a trophy in them, and that's not knocking it at all. As far as it should not be made that easy, I guess, to get the bronze. Definitely makes it a challenge, that's for sure. So I'm gonna check out these daily challenges now. Let's go ahead and continue on this. We'll come back to these. So it's showing all the new cars that they got applied on top of the track as far as the hill street. So you got the Razor, the Bullet, and the Cardinal. We haven't seen the Cardinal yet. I don't know if that's considered the taxi cab or version of the Cardinal, being in there as the pretty cool. So you have the option of being able to get these Getaway car packs. That's pretty cool. I'm liking it. So let's dismiss that for now. Let's check out these daily challenges. So we've got we've seen this one with the rig. Wreck as many as you can. So they're giving us the big rig, and it's a demolition event. So we need to wreck 10 to get bronze. I think I'm liking this one. I'm going to load this one up. Let's do this daily challenge. See what's going on with it. Hope y'all are enjoying this as much as I am, so I'm just freaking super giddy about it. The fact that I've been waiting with bated breath as far as to have the developers here come up with a new season, I guess, for this. Now the fact that they've added new content with the cars and at least the one track that I can tell as far as the Hill Street, that is blowing my mind, I guess, as far as what they're doing with this game, as far as what this new tournament aspect. See, the best handling has the Razor, but if you like Dukes of Hazzard, you'll like the Bullet. Yeah, I haven't driven that car yet. Yeah, so definitely have to see what that. Now I wonder what they've got available. I'll have to check that after I do this event, as far as what they have available in the store, as far as to buy with your fame that you earn, I guess, is playing the tournament. So I'll have to check that out too. So we need to wreck at least 10 cars to get bronze. So they're giving us the big rig for this. A little bit different change of pace, I guess, with the Doom rig. Giving us the big rig. So let's load this up. Here we go. Let's get it. 10 cars we need to get. And we need to wreck them out, not just hit them and get the points. We need to wreck them completely out. Holy crap. How are they pushing me so easily? I got a big rig here, dudes. What's up? What is up? You want a piece of this? There you go. I got 6 wrecks so far? How did that happen? I wasn't even trying. I just noticed that. I got 6 wrecks so far. I got 8 wreck. Damn. There's the bronze. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Let's see if we can get the gold, baby. Yeah, we already got silver. You get silver. Silver, you need 20. 14? This is not as hard as I thought it would be. Oh, yeah. Get it. That's what I'm talking about. 3 more. And they're giving you 3 minutes, I guess, to do this, too. Standard. Oh, God. 2 more. Let's get it. Oh, almost got him. Oh, I keep missing him now. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. There we go. 1 more. 1 more for silver. You can tell which one's it. Oh, there's the silver. Let's try for gold. Got lots of time, looks like. Lots of time. Yeah. I got a lot bigger vehicle than they do, so definitely should be able to get these types of hits. Yeah, baby. 23. 24. Forget it. Oh, baby. Oh, get the big hits. Oh, he was already flaming. He was already out. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. 1 hit, 1 kill. Oh, he's pinned, he's pinned. Destroyed him. He's already out. Where do you think you're going, buddy? Oh, I guess you're getting away from me. We need 2 more for the gold. There we go. We got the gold. Reset. Now it's just gravy. It's just gravy now. Let's run the timeout. How many more hits can we get? Probably gonna get squat. I got 32. Reset. And we finished. What do we give it? 33? 33, 32. Alright. I'll take it. That wasn't too bad. I can definitely dig that one. Let's do continue on that since we did get the gold on that daily challenge. And it looks like we're going to hit... Nope, not quite. Probably one more event and we'll be able to get past that, that level 76. So we got a gold in that event. 4,000 fame for our efforts there. And... Oh, wait a minute. What's this one for? Season challenge completed. 20,000. Finished top 6. That must have been in the previous season. So I was able to get a gold out of the previous season there as far as season 4. We're now in season 5. For the Getaway Heat. So they're considering... Ooh, cool. So we got a gold in there. Let me look at my stats here. I'm going to look at my stats here. So we got... I think we did miss some trophies. I did not get one in this event. Let's see here. I got a lot of bronzes. I got a gold for the Wave of Destruction. That was with the Helveser. That's probably how I... that's what the additional gold I got there, that was what that was based on. That was the season challenge for last season, season 4. I was able to get the gold on that one there, so that's cool. That's the first gold I've been able to get out of the season challenges here. Some of these, quite a few of these I missed. Lots of bronzes. But it shows with the progression here, so as these different season has come out here, we're now in season 5. I've been able to get a gold last season, so we're definitely going to be trying to maintain, I guess, that strategy. So I got, wait a minute, what was this bronze for? I got a bronze of something, doesn't tell me what. Must have been the, that might have been the weekly challenge for last season. I think that was the best I was able to do as a bronze. That's what I'm assuming. Cool. I'm digging it. Alright, so what else we got here? We got this one here. Let's check this one out. This one's using DLC, which it looks like it's a Bugzilla. Nice. And it's going to be at one of my favorite OG tracks, the Bone Breaker. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. I've been wanting to try out this one here. I don't have any of the DLC as it stands currently. But I'm telling you, as far as playing all these tournament aspects that they give you that option to be able to try out the DLC before you buy it, I'm really digging it. I love the way they do that. Because it's intriguing me to want to get that DLC. So we're gonna be we got to finish 6 to get a bronze in the Bugzilla at the Bone Breaker. Let's load this up. This is definitely if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you will definitely come to know between this track, the Bone Breaker, and Crash Canyon, probably one of my 2 most favorite tracks as far as the OG tracks that comes with the game. I don't even remember exactly when Bone Breaker came out. It's been out for quite a while on the game. It's a relatively OG track though. Holy crap, look at this thing. That looks sick. So you got the big old truck tires on it with the spiky bits on the... That just looks badass. Look at that big motor in that bastard. Woo! Definitely a bigger motor, I guess, than the traditional Beetles would have back in the day. Alright, let's load this up and get it done. We're starting dead last. Looks like it's got a turbo in it too. It's got a supercharger. Hear that thing winding up. I guess we're going left. Oh wow, I'm digging this car. Oh man, this thing's fun. It's definitely got like a supercharger in it. I don't know, not necessarily turbo, but it's got like a supercharger and you can hear it winding up. It's got some power, but not nearly as much power as the Rocket RXs we ran in the weekly challenge. Not quite that much power, but it's pretty darn close. It's got a nice balance of power, really. So we're in 3rd. We're going for the win. 4 laps to get this done. Okay, that was the other thing I want to make sure. So right now we've got the silver. We're going for gold. Oh, not that way. We're not. Not that way, we're not. Son of a gun. Reset. Hey, man, anyway, okay. I see how you are. Man, well, I had it, and then lost it. Alright, let's see if we can't get this back. I feel like this Bugzilla is way overpowered against as far as these competitors, anyway. Well, we got a couple laps left, so we gotta get this going. We gotta stop screwing around. We gotta at least get the bronze on this thing. We had the silver. That's what really stinks. It's trying too hard to get the gold, I suppose. I mean, one more spot to get this bronze. And another lap to do it. Oh, get wrecked, son. Reset, reset, reset! Damn it. It doesn't spin around very fast, so... Alright, we got one more lap. Helps if I shift, I guess. Get away from me. Get out of my way, dude. Holy crap. Got out of control there. We got a lot of catching up to do here. We only got one lap. Come on, we got four spots. Boom. Reset. Reset. 3 spots. I don't think I'm going to get it done this time. That stinks. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. We missed it by 2 spots, it looks like. Not bad. Alright, now that we know what's going on with that, we got to pay more attention, I guess, as far as our, where we're at there, for sure. Let's do restart. We had the silver there, and we lost it. Dang it, anyway. Let's go. Here goes nothing. Oh, baby. One left. I got such a much bigger car than them, so I'm going to try and use it to my advantage. Oh, look at him. He hooked on my wheel. Reset, reset. I got put all the way to the back again. So the other cars tend to get hooked up on my wheels there, and you can spin me around pretty easy. Apparently. Alright. We're going to collect ourselves up here and see if we can't get this going. Let's get it done. It's pretty cool, I guess, when you can hit them head on. As far as when they get side by side, they can get hooked in between the wheels and get you spun out. So you got to watch out for that. All right, let's go this way. Oh god, too much steering input there. Whoop. We're not doing a pretty good job, but we're digging though. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Get it, get it. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Reset. Damn it. Back in the... I was doing so much better at that first run. See, they keep getting hooked on my tires. That really sucks. They're spinning me out so easy when you get hooked on my tires. So we gotta watch that. Oh, get wrecked, son. That was for position there. Man, I was doing so much better in that first run there. What the heck happened here? Why can't I have a repeat of that? Last lap. We gotta get this done. Crap. Totally overshot that corner. Fourth gear is really too tall. Fourth gear doesn't really do me any good. Doesn't seem. I'm passing cars, but I'm not getting any position, so that tells me a lot of these cars are a lap down. Son of a gun, anyway. I missed it again. Holy crap, man. I'm gonna miss it again. Oh, hold on to it. Yep, definitely missed it again. Son of a gun, anyway. Damn it! I wish I would have had the silver that first run. What the heck happened there? That's crazy. Alright, we're doing this over again. We gotta collect ourselves on here. We gotta watch the side-by-side If we can hit them head on, that's probably better than as fools to running side by side. You get them run side by side, they can get caught in between your wheels and they can spin you out. So you gotta watch that. Oh, just like that. You almost got. Yep. See, just like that. There's got in between my wheels and he spun me out. That's our vulnerability. That's the only bad side. That's our weak spot. Might got some big tires, but they can still spin us out. And get in between there like that. Oh God. Yeah, this car's definitely got some vulnerabilities. They're exploiting them very well. Oh God. Ah! It's kind of like a monster bug. I am not doing that well here again. What the frick, man? They're just kicking my butt now. I think I'm trying too hard. I need to run my own race here. I'm keeping my, yeah. Gotta watch the landings too, looks like. So all these vulnerabilities this Bugzilla has, I'm just kind of keeping that all in the forefront of my mind here. And it's definitely putting me in a bad way. I gotta come up with a new strategy for this here. Ooh, that didn't work out too well. Yeah, they're kicking my butt. They're taking advantage of my beefy size. I might be a bigger vehicle, I guess, than they are, but they are totally kicking my butt. I gotta beat them at their own game, though. Last lap. Alright. Whoa! Yeah, get some. Ooh, man. That put me in a bad way. I gotta try and avoid the wrecks if I can, because that's making me lose spots. Oh my God, it spun out. Really? Holy mackerel. I got a lot of practice to do, I guess, on this Bugzilla. These guys here are just totally kicking my butt in this one. It's hard to keep it under control, I guess, when you get all out of whack there like that. Alright. We'll have to come back to this one here. I seem to be going backwards on this one for some reason, as compared to my first initial run on here. Let's do a continue. I'll come back to that. Let's check out the other daily challenges. I don't know if I need to tune that thing. I don't even think I can tune it. So I guess the other thing I want to look at here is what they have available in the tournament store. So there's another DLC you can get based on the Bugzilla being in it. Also, it's got the pocket rocket that we were able to try out, I guess, last season. Pretty cool. Alright, let's look at the store. What do they got in here? So you do have, oh wow, 100,000 fame to get the Rocket RX. You can get the raised. That's a different one. That's a skin. Oh, you have to get the, oh, it's a skin for, okay. And then this one is a resto. So looks like that's a skin for, you got to have this car. So I think I already have those. You got another paint here. So we got a lot of liveries. Bare metal. I don't know what car that is. The Harvester we already got. So yeah, they do got some new stuff in here. This is the main new car as far as the Rocket RX. So it's basically just a beefed up rocket that we already have in our garage. Pretty cool. 100,000 fame to get that though. All the more reason why I want to get this build up a lot more so that I can buy these cars and all this and just go ham on this thing. I've already tried this out here. I just wanted to see if you can tune the Harvester. I remember buying this one just to see if I can still tune it, and you can't, unfortunately. Looks like they got this one's coming soon. Interesting. This was going back to season 3, I believe. Yeah, this was in Season 3. This was Season 2. This was Season 1. So it kind of goes in order. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4 that we just got over with, and now we're getting into Season 5. Pretty cool stuff. I think it's just awesome that they're adding this aspect to be able to get cars to put in your garage that you can play either in a custom event, multiplayer, and so on. I mean, when it's in your, once you buy it with your fame, it's in your garage, it's yours to use. It's pretty cool. I'm loving it. All right, let's check out these other daily challenges here. See what we got here. Looks like they're pretty simple. This one's a little bit more OG. We're using the road cutter on the Pine Hills, so that's relatively OG track, so nothing really special about it. But we'll try it out. We gotta get a 6th place to get the bronze, so let's load this one up. So we'll take care of these other 2 daily challenges that we haven't tried yet, and see where we can, if we can get a trophy for it at least, and then we'll revisit those events that we haven't been able to get a trophy in yet. Hope everyone is enjoying their entertainment that is Wreckfest here for Wreckfest Wednesday. Supporting Wounded Warrior Project. I always want to put the awareness out there, I guess, for Wounded Warrior Project. If you haven't already, as far as to consider, if you got a little bit of money, a little bit of cash that's burning a hole in it, take a consideration, I guess, to drop on over to Wounded Warrior Project or type !WWP in the chat. We'll take you to the website as far as for Wounded Warrior Project. If you're not aware of what they're all about, feel free, I guess, to go over there and check them out, see what they're all about, and consider it a nominal donation. Every little bit counts. Every little bit helps. It's for all of our military personnel across the board, as far as for our U.S. Armed Forces, to include their families. So I always like to put that awareness out there, regardless of the fact that I put this awareness out there for Wednesdays. Doesn't necessarily mean you can't go there anytime you have the ability to do so. Wednesdays for sure. I always like to support, I guess, support the efforts of what Wounded Warrior Project is doing for our military personnel across the board. And what better way to do that, I guess, with a little bit of entertainment with Wreckfest. Okay, so just checking things out to make sure everything is okie dokie before we get into this race. Lately anymore, Twitch has been a little bit twitchy, I guess, as far as to kind of bork the stream, I guess, a little bit. So I'm just double checking to make sure everything is running smooth before I move on here. There we go. Appreciate everybody's patience in that regard. Can we tune it? We can. So right down the middle there, I'm going to leave it just like that and see what we got. Yep, let's just get right into it. So we're starting dead last. And we got 3 laps to get a 6th place to get the bronze. Alright, here we go. It's relatively OG track. And by OG, it's not anything new that we haven't seen in Wreckfest. It's been in Wreckfest for quite a while, so it's nothing new. As of recent, anyway. Oh, my goodness. Get a handle on the road cutter here. Use him as a pit to help me turn. Ah, beautiful. Execution. Beautiful execution. Yeehaw, let's get it. Road cutter here handles pretty well so far. It's got a mix between the gravel and the pavement. Oh, we don't need those tires anyway. So far we've got silver. Alright, let's see if we can hold on to it. A couple more laps. A couple more laps to get it done. We're going to try not to get too greedy. If we can get to the W as far as the gold, we'll take it. We'll try not to get too greedy about it. We know what that did with us in the last event there with the Bugzilla at the Bone Breaker. We got a little too greedy, and I think that sent us backwards. Oh god. Yeehaw, let's get it. Cars behind me are right on my heels. Okay. Yep, there they go. Whoops. Shift it down, shift it down. Shift, shift, shift. There we go. Alright, we got silver back. my goodness. Okay, we're going back for silver. Gotta get that spot back. There we go. Holding on for dear life just to get the silver. Alright, last lap. Here we go. Oh, baby. Super digging, super digging. Okay, we gotta go right. Oh, God. I did it again. If that car wasn't there to help me, that would have really been a bad. I don't need that kind of help there, buddy. Definitely don't need that kind of help. Oop, oop, oop. That's first position. That's first position. That was definitely for position. Oh, damn, son. Hold on. Come on. You don't get hold on it. Super aggressive. Get around all these fellas. Got one more spot to get. One more spot. I need to get that spot. Oh. It's going to come down to the wire. I think he's got me. Going to have to settle for bronze. Holy mackerel. That was a good race. That was definitely a good race. I don't mind losing that way. That was kind of fun. Alright, we did get bronze. We'll continue on that. And we did pass level 76. Awesome. Got past that now. So we got bronze for that 1,000 fame for our efforts there. The other thing I do like, we can always go back into there and get a better trophy. So the only other one we didn't do was this one. And it's a demolition event. They're giving us the war wagon at the Maw. Okay, let's load that one up and see if we can't get at least a trophy on this one. Definitely hope everybody is enjoying this. If you've got this game, or if you're considering to get the game, and you're liking what you see, you should definitely put it in your Steam library. The fact that it is available on Steam. Not necessarily exclusively, but there's no other way that I've seen that you can get it besides on Steam. So the fact if they have it on the Epic launcher or anything like that, I am not aware of that. But whatever way you can get the game, for whatever cost, it's definitely worth every penny. Plenty of different ways you can play it. I've been enjoying lately the tournament aspect of it, that's for sure. So they're giving us the war wagon for this event. We need to get 3,200 points to get bronze. That's the minimum if we want to get a trophy. So here goes nothing. Oh, we got a limo. Yeehaw. Oh, they're all kind of gathering up here in the middle. I am getting pummeled here. Let's get out of this mess. Yeah, get it. Now you can't fall off of this arena here. You can fall off of where you're at. It'll usually either just reset you automatically or you have to reset yourself. But yeah, you do have the... You can fall out of this thing. It's a heck of a drop down. I don't feel like I'm getting as many points as I should be getting. Hey, kind of getting gypped on some points here. Getting some pretty good hits in here. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, God. And there's my drop. Reset. Just like that. Just as I described. Get some. Oh, missing them all. Missing them all. There we go. There's the bronze. Alright, let's see if we can get silver. We got enough time? Yeah, oh yeah. Get some. There we go. That's what we needed, baby. Uh-huh. There's the silver. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he's already out. He's smoking. He's on fire. This is what I'm talking about. Now they're giving me some points. This is what I've been talking about the whole time. So whether or not they've been listening to me, that's exactly what I was talking about. Give me some more points for the hits, man. Heck yeah. Give me them points. Oh, we're so close to getting the gold. Oh, so close now. So close. There we go. We got the gold. Sweet. We got 3 points left. So we got time to spare. We already got the gold, though. Everything else here from this point is gold. That's gravy, I should say. Gravy. Oh, missing. I'm good with that. We definitely got the gold. Woohoo! That's definitely a win there. Hell yeah, it is. I remind everybody that's in the chat, you have those audio commands available to you, ! audio in the chat. Let you know all the audio commands that are freely available to anyone in the chat. Just keep in mind that they are on a 1-minute cooldown per user, per viewer, and per audio command. That's the only exception, I guess, to those audio commands. So you use those sparingly. It's kind of built in that way anyway. So I just demonstrated that one, so that one will not be able to get used for another 30 seconds or so. Just keep that in mind. So we got the gold for that daily challenge. So we got two daily challenges. We've been able to get the why is this not? Oh, got to continue. There we go. That's why. Hello. So we got gold in 2 daily challenges so far. And we get 2,000 fame to our account. Nice. So yeah, we got 2 golds in here. The only one we haven't gotten for is this Bugzilla one. I'm going to go back to this weekly challenge here. We're really super duper close to getting a bronze for that one. I don't really know what this this meter is. I still haven't figured that out there. I've noticed that throughout the play of this, they kind of show that you're close, I suppose, as far as getting the bronze. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but anyway, that's something I've noticed. 3 minutes 4 seconds still. Let's load this back up again. We're going to revisit this one. So we've gotten at least it's taken a little bit of a break too from that that other daily challenge. I will go revisit that here. Definitely before the end of it. I want to at least get a trophy in each one of these events if I can. It's proving itself, I guess, to be pretty challenging, I guess, to be able to do so. I wouldn't expect anything less from Wreckfest as far as the way the developers have got these designed, that's for sure. If they made it too easy, it wouldn't be that much fun to me. Alright, so we got our Rocket RX here. Here goes nothing. See if we got it still in us here. Did we learn anything from our previous practice attempts here? We're going to put it to the test here now. Oh, let's let them wreck each other. There we go. Work our way through all that mess. Holy my goodness. Come on. Let's get away from those guys. It's all about the time. We want to get that 3 minutes. So we want to be no more than a minute every lap. I kind of burn through this hairpin here. So if we can be under a minute, I guess every lap, that's not going to help as far as that goes. Yeah, we want to be under a lap if we can every lap. Got 3 laps. Oh, I don't need that. Don't give me that help. Oh, I burned through this corner. Damn it. Yeah, we're already a minute 11, so we're kind of slow. We got to be right at a minute or under a minute. If we can. So I got a lot of time to make up. Get out of my way, dude. Slowpoke, get out of my way. It's holding me up. Cool, made it through the intersection. So already over 2 minutes. I didn't make up that time then. And we need to be right at 2 minutes just to make up for that time. I didn't quite make that happen. So yeah, we're still running too slow. Too slow. I got a lot of time to make up here to get under that 3 minutes now. I gotta get through these corners a little bit better. I know that. Especially that hairpin. Oh, I got a little bit of help there. Holy crap. Oh, I got so much help from behind there. Into the intersection. Cool. Yeah, we're already over 3 minutes. Crap. Learned my lesson on that corner. Alright, it was a 320. Yep. So yeah, we got wrecked there a couple different times, so that's to be expected. So we're right around the 317 is our best time so far. Let's go ahead and restart that one. Yeah. We got to be around a minute every lap. That's what we're shooting for. It's possible. Just got to hit my marks right. Go up the gut here. There we go. Get past all those yahoos. Past all these yahoos. Out of my way. There we go. Out of my way. I feel like I definitely need to be faster through this hairpin. Excuse me, coming through. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. Crap. Oh my god, I got pinned. Damn it. If I would have blew that corner, I would have been right about that minute mark. Alright. I think I can make up this time, though. I think I can, anyway. Oh, I watched the curve. Key is making it through that intersection, that's for sure. Making some pretty good time here. So a little bit more over that. Okay, so I got still a lot of time. I got about 5 seconds to make up here in this last run. I want to stay under that 3 minutes. Got a lot of clean space here. Should be able to get it done, hopefully. Oh man, I got so much clean space here. So I get cocky or greedy. We're gonna hold on to this though. Got a good shot at this. Kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it. Oh my god, that's so close. 3 minutes 5, I just saw it. Holy mackerel. Yeah, so we would have needed to make up that 5 seconds. We would have had it. So in the first 2 laps there, I got a good 5 seconds off the 1 minute mark. And then I just couldn't quite make it add up. So, wow, that was close. Definitely an improvement in our time, though. I definitely didn't feel this is possible. All right, let's go for it again. Here goes nothing. Focusing on that 1 minute per lap. Oh, getting some help, getting some help. Don't need that kind of help. That curb there really bites on that corner. Oh, easy. Easy. Oh, crap. That hurt me a little bit. Try and make it up here. Oh, too hot, too hot. Yeah, we're already over a minute. Crap. Son of a gun. It's that same 5 seconds again. Damn it. Just can't seem to shake that 5 seconds off. Yeehaw, let's get it. Shaved a little bit off, and not much. Oh, turn. Got out of shape in that corner. Perfect execution through the intersection. Come on, baby, give it to me. Oh, man. Did we get it? 304.823. Oh, my goodness, that's so close. That is so stinking close. It's not even funny. 304, we got 8. 304.3 is what we need to have. Oh my god. So we're like 5/10 off. 5/10 of a second off. That's insane. Alright, let's go do it again. We're so stinking close now. Here we go. Practice makes perfect on it. Oh god. Oh, we got some chaos back here. Let's get away from that chaos there, huh? What do you say? A little bit slower that time. A little more than 5 seconds that time. Oh, good. Drift to that corner. Oh, dismiss him. I saw him coming. Know that feeling, buddy. Yeah, we're too slow. We're not well enough under that minute mark as far as each lap. That's 5 to 6 seconds. It's just kind of killing us right now. Get these corners a lot better. A lot better. Fighting with that boomer. Get out of my way, dude. Don't need your help. That time I could use your help. That was cool. Oh crap. No, crap. That killed my run right there. All that nonsense. That killed it right there. Out of my way, dude. Shoot. Oh my god. Son of a biscuit, anyway. That's twice. Freaking AI just killed my run. Oh man, that sucks. Ah, kind of took the motivation out of me right there. You definitely got to run it clean. That's no joke. You need to run it clean. You get spun out or anything like that, as far as like have to reset yourself or whatever, it's gonna hurt your time. Holy crap! All right. All right. Just gotta catch my breath here a bit. Here goes nothing. I'm digging this car and whatever too. So that's the only other thing. I feel it's definitely possible. It's just, in fact, it's just not coming to us here. Out of the way, out of the way. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, I'm a little bit slow. I can already see. I'm keeping an eye on it. It's like usually if I'm right around 54 seconds coming up to this last corner, that's too slow. I need to be like in the 50-second range once I get to that final corner. Get to the back to the start finish line. And so far I've been noticing I've been right around the 54-second mark. And that's no good. Missed a shift there. help there. Got some of that residual. Yeah, so right around this front stretch here, I want to be right around the 50-second mark. In this case, 150. That was way over that time. Yep, so there's that 6-second gap that I've been dealing with here first. Oh, that was almost a nice drift through that corner. Kind of wrecked it. Oop, took that a little too wide. All by myself through here. Oh god! I was trying to stay away from them and oh crap. Hit the wall. I saw him coming, so I was just trying to steer away from him. Damn it. That killed their momentum there. Yeah, you definitely can't make up the time. You get, if you're trying to make up the time in there, this is going to put you even further back. Because you find yourself digging too much. The point just puts you in a bad way. So. Alright, let me come back to this one here. I'm going to continue on that. We're going to come back to that. We're much closer than we were. So we were like our best time that we got, and that was only 5/10 off, I guess, the lowest, I guess, in the leaderboard. So let's go back to this one here, this checkpoint race here. Let's revisit this one here. So it's the same track, but I think it is then. It's got a little bit different layout than we just ran with that Rocket RX anyway. So we got the taxis to deal with. Now I don't know if that's considered that cop car deal, I guess, as far as in the DLC. I'm not sure how that works, but man, we're already closing in on the 2 hours on the overall gameplay with this. We've got at least what did we get? 3 trophies as far as the daily challenges. We're just missing on the one with the Bugzilla, and we have yet to be able to get at least a bronze in these weekly challenges, the season challenge yet. So that's definitely going to be the focus here for the remainder of the stream. Is to get a trophy, at least a bronze, in this event and the weekly challenge. This is the season event, the season challenge. So we gotta deal with these taxis here. Got this intersection to deal with. They will come at you and take you out. Turn. That's the hairpin. Yes, I think we're doing this in the reverse direction if I'm looking at this right. Whoa, got out of shape. A little bit of the jog there. Rad Racer. $267 is the amount of points we've been able to get in this one so far, right? Well, consistently. Whoa. Get out of my way, dude. Out of my way. They're doing a really good job of getting in my way, that's for sure. Making it very challenging. Right in my groove there. Oh man, I totally drifted that corner. Damn. A little too much. Man, I don't even think that was 286. So we're right around 2. So that's definitely an improvement. I totally thought that was going to be way worse than that. Not going to lie. It's still incredibly lower than what we need to get to bronze, that's for sure. Holy mackerel, we need to pick up so much speed, or time on that anyway. Let's go ahead and restart. I guess I need to crack, my main goal here, I guess, is to crack that 300,000 mark. So far, I'm still staying well below that. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, this has got a lot of GTA and some Rad Racer, I guess, as far as a little flavor to it. I like it. Oh, God! Oh, man. Thought for sure I could miss him. Not. That did not happen. Definitely don't think I'm going to make up that time. Let's see what we can get, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was better than that last time. Totally blew that corner last time. Is it just me, or do you have to deal with a lot more taxes as time goes on here? Oh, I have to watch the group. Oh! Damn it, spun it out. He almost got me. Out of my way, dude. Oh, okay, I guess I'm done. 228. Yeah, we went a little bit backward. That's what I was thinking that was going to be the last run. In fact, we got 287, I think it was. Yeah, so we went a little bit backwards there, but I got smacked right in that intersection, so that's to be understandable. I just can't believe we're that much low on points. That's crazy. I feel like I'm just screaming around this track. Feels like it anyway. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, that probably hurt it. There's no way to avoid that, really. Watching how much time it's actually adding to it. I think the more I can add per each checkpoint, I think the better. 10 seconds there. I only added a second because I was not very much distance between the last checkpoint. This intersection really kind of kicking my butt. This hairpin. I feel like I'm just screaming around this thing. Out of my way. Oh man, I totally drifted that. Son of a. Blew that corner. Trying to carry all that momentum. Didn't work. Son of a biscuit, anyway. 287. So, yeah, so we're definitely... Our new consistent score is 287. But we're still well under that 300,000 mark. So we got to break that. Got to crack that 300,000 mark at this point. Way much more so. How we doing there, Con? I see you sneaking in here, checking your fluids out. Closing in on that 40-hour mark on the channel. Appreciate that time. Hope you're doing well there, Con. Gonna take a little bit of a break here. I gotta re-strategize as far as how I get through this course here. What I have noticed, the more time I can add per checkpoint, the better. So there are some that are really closer together than others. In some cases, I noticed about an 8 to 10 second addition, I guess, to my time. Some of them are only like 1 or 2 seconds, just depending on how close they are together. That's good to hear there, Con. It's been a minute. Yeah, I've been enjoying this new Season 5 tournament play on Wreckest here. They got these new challenges now. This is the weekly challenge. No, take that back. This is a season challenge. Season challenge on this one for Season 5. So you got to get through these checkpoints, and you got to get 404,000. A little better than that to get bronze. Just to get the bronze trophy. So far, I've been only able to get up 287. So I'm definitely looking for some way, I guess, to improve that time. Yeah, it's been life. Yeah, I feel you. I'm feeling you. I've been super stoked, I guess, to try out this new thing. It just kind of dropped within the last, just overnight, it seems like. I was keeping an eye on it to see if the developers would be coming up with a Season 5. I've been kind of hoping this ever since the start of September, that they would be dropping, I guess, a new season, I guess, on this. And they've done it. They've exceeded my expectations, I guess, as far as just like they have been every season. They apply a new thing to their tournament aspect here. Brand new cars, new track with this Hill Street. We've been able to run it in both directions. In this course here, in this challenge, I'm running it differently than the weekly challenge, which is the same course, but it's a different direction. It's pretty cool. I like how they did that. Alright, we're going to try this a couple more times, see if we can't crack this 300,000 points. We're going to try. It's been a super challenge to actually be able to try to do that, though. This corner keeps kicking my butt. So this is actually the start point. That's the first checkpoint. So that's basically our start-finish line right there. So 16 seconds there. We got to deal with these taxi cabs. This intersection.
Hit the pace car! Hit the pace car! Hit the pace car! What for?
But if I do that, it's going to hurt my time. That's not a very good thing. Telling you. How we doing there? Oh god. I missed to see how much time was added there. Oh! Yeah, I gotta watch those guys. That was 8 seconds there, so I think I want to be right around 10 seconds of time or better. If I can help it. This is only going to be about a 2 second. Alright. Oh! This corner always kicks my butt. I guess not too bad. That's much better. Yeah, 0.2 seconds there. There's that intersection. Gotta watch these cabs coming through here. And you got this slow poke right in my line here. Get out of my way, dude. Out of my freaking way. There we go. I'm just saying, focus on it. I'm going to try and crack this 300,000 point bar barrier here. 287 has been our best time. Our best. Look at these dudes just get right in your way. That's super crazy. Look at them right in my way. Get out of my way, dude. This car handles really nice, though. I gotta admit. And there we go. So what do we get there? 287. Once again, that's our new consistent. That seems to, I can't get any better than that for some reason. I'm stuck in that range there as far as that 287. How we doing there, Chavez? Forget time. Unfortunately, you got time is not on your side, I guess, in this event. That's for sure. So I think what I'll do now that I've tackled this one a few times anyway, I'm gonna continue on this. I'm gonna go back to the weekly challenge because I haven't gotten a trophy on that one yet, and we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. We'll kind of recollect ourselves. So 287 is the new consistent points there. So here's all the new DLC that you can get in the latest update to the game. And this is what I like about it. So the fact that we're using this car, that car, I guess, as far as this challenge here. This one I'm thinking is the Cardinal is based on that taxi that's out there. It's just not the cop car, I guess. What do you mean by that there? SSDD, what do you mean? Oh, same shit, different day. I gotcha. Yep, I'm right with you. Kind of in that same type of funk. That's why I've been super excited, I guess, to get back in to the Wreckest here. They just dropped this like just overnight, it seems, because I was checking this out since the start of the week on Monday, and they hadn't put it out there yet. So the fact that they just put this out here for this tournament challenge, as far as these new cars and this at least one new track that I've seen so far with this Hill Street, been having a blast on it so far. I've gotten a trophy in all the daily challenges except this one. This one was kicking my butt with the Bugzilla at the Bone Breaker. I will go back to that here in a few. We're going to try this challenge out with this new Rocket RX, which is basically just a beefed up Mustang. Let's just be fair. So let's go load this one up. So for anybody that has been watching the channel, you've noticed that I've played on that Motor City Complex, which is another street course. This one right here, they've just taken it one level better. Yeah, this one's the reverse, actually. Okay, so this one's actually running in reverse. The other one's running at normal. As far as the other season challenge that I was just coming off of. So this one's actually the reverse of that same course that I was just running. Different car, different criteria here. So we got to get better than 3 minutes and 4 seconds for all 3 laps. So we got to be right around a minute per lap. That's kind of our goal. I've been able to get consistently about a minute 5, which is obviously too slow, because it ends up being like about a 3-minute 20 overall. So, just catching my breath here. We're going to get back into this and see if we can't get it done. We need to be right about a 1 minute mark for every lap. Every single lap. In order to get this bronze. Let them all wreck themselves, that's for sure. Stay out of their way. Try to, at least anyway. If we got to punt them out of our way, I guess, to get to where we need to go, that's fine too. Out of my way, dude. This car's got a lot of power. It's been tough to tame it. It took me a few races, I guess, to kind of get used to the power in this thing. It's got a lot of power. Alright, 54. Yep, I'm still that same thing. I can't seem to get under 54 seconds on this last corner here. Before this last corner. I need to be right around 50 seconds if I can help it. Just never been able to do it. And I think that hairpin's really what's killing me. I got to be able to get through that hairpin a lot faster. It's that hairpin I think is really killing me. That hairpin's coming up here. I'm all by myself running in the front. It's not about getting the win here. It's just about getting the that time. Here's the hairpin coming up here. Got to go through the intersection. So you got to go through the intersection twice. This is what I think is slowing me up here. I got to really inch it through there because I don't want to get spun out. I If I mat the gas through there, it just spins right out. Yep, it's the same thing. I'm going to be like a minute 55. Yep. I got to be like about a minute 50. I got to be in the 50s every time I come to this last corner. That's the only way I'm going to get it done. So this is going to kill my time for getting wrecked there. Not going to be able to make that time up. I've already proven that. If you get wrecked, it's just not going to make it up. It just won't happen. You can sure try, though. Yeah, I think I need to work on how to get through this hairpin a little bit faster. Don't get spun out. Yeah, that's all I say. I'm out of drink. I need to get I need to fill my adult beverage up here. I'm gonna take just a second here. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. It took me a little bit later. A little bit longer, I guess, to get that drink filled up. But yeah, now we're good to go for a little bit. Appreciate that. I guess everybody's patience. I guess I'll come back here. Let's see if we can drop down. I can watch. But it's not there. Yeah, you're not getting any coding at all. That's weird. I've never seen that happen. Let me check on my... Oh, shoot. I forgot I left the phone out. Damn it. I got the phone not in my reach at the phone. I was going to check on my... the Twitch mobile app. There's got to be a problem with the Twitch mobile app. If that's what you're watching it on. Alright, here we go again. Get this stinking bronze, I'm telling you what. Get through all these yahoos. See ya, wouldn't want to be Overdrove that corner. Crap. Now I'm getting some help by the hearse here. Here's a little bit of the handbrake there. I don't think that really is helping me, though. Don't think it was really helping. I thought I'd try it, though. Minute 6. Yep, that's too slow. Too slow. Oh my god, I got... Damn it. I got greedy. Nothing more to it, I got greedy. Got me in trouble. Whoa, easy. Damn it. Nope. Handbrake didn't work there, that's for sure. That spun me right out. Son of a biscuit anyway. I'm going to restart this. You're starting it. That was garbage. Just restart. That's definitely not going to better my time, that's for sure. Doing that crap. Alright, here we go. We got to hit our marks every time. No spinning out, nothing. This help that I'm getting from the bots here is not. Don't need that kind of help. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Damn it. So, that's probably going to hurt the time. Stay off the handbrake. Yeah, it's probably going to hurt the time for sure. I'm already slow enough as it is, as far as especially to that bus, that hairpin, I should say. Yeah, we're already at a minute. Son of a biscuit. Just burned to that corner. Alright, screw it. I'm starting over. I already know that's going to be too slow. I'm not going to make up that time. Alright. Come on, damn it. We're going to get this done. It's totally possible. We've got to have everything fall in line just the right way. No spinning out. No getting hooked up. Hit our marks. Away from that Yahoo! Oh crap! Burned through that corner. Kind of dorked that corner a little bit. Oh, got through that too hot. Son of a biscuit. Too hot. See, now I'm just getting sloppy. I'm trying to find out where I can run a little bit faster. Because obviously I need to pick up a lot of time. Like a good 5 seconds. And so far I'm not doing a very good job at it. Let's see here. So between this last corner and that hairpin, I think are the two places that are really killing me. And I get the help from the AI here. Alright, no good. Alright, trying again. I'm getting to the point now where I know what I need to get, and it's if I get into those types of scenarios like that, it's just not going to help. All it's going to do is just kill my time. Bound and determined to get this bronze at this point. Use that hearse to help me turn. There we go. Oh, too much. Damn it. Alright, dude. I don't need that much help. I got a lot of help there, I guess, as far as getting out of shape there. Yep, so I'm already too slow. I need to be right in this zone here. I need about 50 seconds. That's where I need to be. So the fact that I'm already at a minute before I even get to that corner, that's terrible. Alright, I'm going to run this one out at least anyway. Get some practice. I gotta see where I can pick up some time. I figure by cutting some of these corners like that, I should be able to gain a little bit more time. Just in theory. Get some clean air here. Yeah, this hairpin here is really killing me. I can't really mat the gas through there, and then I get that. Son of a... Alright. I kind of know where I need to be, but it's the fact that I'm just... I can't seem to get it done. That's super annoying. You got to be so on the ball, I guess, with hitting your marks and not wrecking. It's not even funny. And this is just to get bronze. It's not even gold. That's what's even more frustrating. Yeah, y'all wreck yourself. That's fine. That's better. Digging it. Oh, getting some help. Don't need that kind of help. They're just pushing me right to the wall. So that killed my time. Alright, screw it. That's no good there. I already know that's going to kill my time. I'm not going to be able to make that up. Salt is starting to build up now. Because I know what needs to happen, and the fact that it doesn't happen, and the bots aren't helping me, I guess, as far as being able to... it's getting annoying. This will be yet another season so far, I guess, if it continues to be this way. Not being able to get a trophy on either the season challenge or the daily, weekly challenge. I don't like not getting a trophy. But I think it is, it's really just driver error, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. I got to be able to get through the hairpin and some of these other corners a little bit faster. See, I'm still in that 54 mark. I need to be like about 50 seconds, no more than 50 seconds through this zone. And I'm already at a minute, so I'm already slow. There's the start finish line. So I got to be like right at a minute when I hit that start finish line. So to make up this time that I'm already behind, it just doesn't happen. I just blew that corner. Son of a biscuit. I keep using that handbrake too, and I think that's probably, it's hurting my run, I guess, as far as helping it. So I need to stay off the handbrake. That curb bites there too, that's for sure. Yeah, y'all wreck yourself. There you go. Ooh, just missed that guy. Holy crap. That was close. Yep, so still a minute 57. Yeah, I'm like a good 5 seconds too slow there. Okay. I was paying attention too much to my time, so I already know I'm way behind. I'm not going to make that time up. Here goes nothing. For the umpteenth millionth time, trying to get this bronze in this event. Gotta run it nice and clean, smooth, no wrecks, no whammies. Oop, don't need that help. Don't give me that help. Don't need the help. Thank you. I'm kind of the meat in this sandwich. Oh my god. I say I need to stay out of those type of confrontations too. That's definitely killing my time. So bad. Yep, I'm already too slow. Basically, it's coming down to I need to just total avoidance, I guess, of all these bots. The less interaction I have with them as far as racing side by side, the better. Because it's just slowing my time down. Yep, see all this kind of business right here? It's just slowing me up. This door to door, as entertaining as it probably is, it's just killing my time. Oh crap. This car's got so much power to get through that hairpin, it's ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright, that's all that wrote. Not going to continue that run, so we're just going to keep continuing until I can hit my marks here. That's all it's about. It's the only zone that I'm in right now as far as just to get the bronze. I know what needs to happen for me to get it. So when those types of things happen there, it's all it's gonna. I'm not even gonna bother finishing it out. It's no fun at that point. I've had enough fun. I guess up to this point. I guess just to understand the course. Now I just want to get that bronze. Once I get the bronze, then I don't care. No! Damn it. That killed me right there. Get off of me, you dude. Good lord. That kind of stuff right there is just going to kill your time. I don't know how else to put it. I'm already slow. Alright, because I need to be like 50 seconds going up that last stretch there. I guess going to that last corner. That's where I have to be. So when I'm not there, I know I'm not going to make it. As far as to get the brown. So I'd have to hit right around that 50-second mark, 150, and so on, I guess, up until that last lap, in order to have a chance of having under, you know, right around 3 minutes. Oh, get wrecked. Oh, I got so out of shape there. Holy mackerel. This car's got so much power, too. I haven't tuned it yet, and I might have to possibly tune it up a little better so I can get through that that intersection, or that, not the intersection, but the hairpin a little bit better. Maybe stiffen up the, yeah, let's do that. Let's do a quit. I'm going to go back to where I can, let's do that. Let's do quit and get back to the main screen on here, the tournament aspect. We'll load it back up, and I'm going to tune that car and stiffen up the suspension just a tad. I feel there's just too much power. I mean, for the majority of the course, I need that power to be able to get through the corners and on the straightaways and so on. But for that hairpin, that's what's killing me. So I got to tweak something on it, I guess, to potentially help my efforts there. Okay. Let's get this loaded up here and we'll see what we can tune on the car. Really cool layout there. It's got kind of a San Fran kind of feel to it. Alright, let's tune this up. So right now, it's already pretty stiff. Now, as I've shown before, regardless of the semantics, I guess, in here as far as stiff and soft, the way I look at it is as far as to lower and raise the suspension. So this is already up, you know, really high. So probably what I'll do is I'll bring it down a tick on that to lower the suspension a little bit. Kind of get the car to, I guess, rest further to closer to the ground. That'll help it dig a little bit better. And that should hopefully not kill my momentum, I guess, as far as getting through the corners like I've been able to. We'll keep everything else the same. Yeah, I think I'll keep that the same. I don't know. I might have to mess with the brake balance as far as if I want to try using the handbrake through the hairpin. We'll see how this works, though, to see if that helps set the car a little bit better in the hairpin, at least. And if it doesn't, then I'll probably go and take a look at the brake balance as far as to put more lock into the rear tires so that I can still steer the car through the hairpin, if that's necessary. So let's go ahead and try this out this way. Worth a shot. I gotta try something. That's all I know. Oh, okay. Get some help from the AI. Don't need that kind of help, dude. Thank you. So this might be just kind of a test run to see how well this car will handle through the hairpin. I want to see if it kind of sets the car a little bit better. Let's get it down in a second. Yeah, I'm going to have to mess with that brake balance. Put more to the rear tires, because it still wants to spin out. I was hoping maybe by setting the weight down a little bit, it would kind of help set the car a little bit better as far as put more weight down into the ground, but it's not doing that. Not like I was hoping it would anyway. It's not really hurting my navigation, I guess, through the other corners, which is good. So I'll probably keep the suspension where it's at, but just kind of mess with that brake balance a little bit to put more to the rear tires is all. So we'll just do this as a practice run, just to kind of justify the fact that that's we're dealing with here. Whoa! Don't need that kind of help, dude. Ta-da! Yep, I think if I put more brake balance into the rear tires, I think I should be good. I'll have more control of that. Being able to get back into the gas a little bit quicker and not have it spin out. Oh, I totally overdrove that corner. Oh, get out of my way then. Slowpoke. Oh my goodness, yeah, I need to really fix that. Okay, I'm done with that. I kind of know where I'm at with that. I need to change that brake balance on that there. Let's go ahead and quit out of that. I'm gonna have to reload this back up there. Three-seater farm, how are we doing? Welcome on in the stream. Alright, let's do a quit. And we're going to reload this back up here. We're going to tune it. So I probably will take it a tick down on the stiffness as far as lower the suspension. But I'm going to put more brake balance into the rear tires. So I can get through some of those tighter turns like that last turn and the hairpin. I think that's definitely going to help me. That's good to hear there, three-seaters. I'm just trying to work out the inequities, I guess, that I have here for... oh, it's down to 303 now. It was 304. Somebody got a 303. 995. Oh, crap. We got our work cut out for us. So, yeah, we're just trying to work out our differences. We've been able to get a 304, 823. That's our best time. But ever since then, we've been kind of going downhill. So, I've just been playing around with the setup on the car to see if I can't gain some time here. We need some speed. Get through these corners and such. Brand new course though. I'm really digging it. As far as we've been able to run this course both directions. So in this event, it's running backwards, the reverse way. And in the season challenge with a different car, we're running it the normal way. As far as at least that's per the description of the track. So let's load this up. Oh crap, I totally screwed up there. Can I go back to... son of a... I screwed up so bad. I gotta quit again. I goofed. I forgot to go in there and tune it. I gotta load it up again. Dadgummit. That's my fault. That's kind of somewhat the only bad time about this. When you quit completely out, it's gotta reload the track. So once you get to the grid there, you can't go back to the garage. You got what you got. And I totally missed that. Yeah, so this one's racetrack reverse. So like we've been able to run this course in both ways. Between this weekly challenge here that we're doing currently and the season challenge. Brand new track that they've applied to the season 5 aspect of the tournament for Wreckfest. Alright, so we got to tune this bad boy. So take this a tick down. And I'm going to at least go a tick down and put the brake balance more to the rear. See if that helps us. There we go. Here goes nothing. It's worth a try. Oh man, they're getting hot and heavy up here. Oh goodness. Yeah, y'all wreck each other, just stay away from me. Oh crap, I don't need that. Don't need the help, dude. Don't need it. Holy mackerel. Trying to get away from them. Not working out too well. So this... oh crap, I don't need that kind of help, dude. I really don't. Good lord. Alright. Yeah, that's a little bit better. I can get back into the gas, getting through that hairpin. So we'll just run this through here just to kind of make sure that wasn't just a fluke there. But so far from what I'm feeling there, it's like I can get back into the gas pretty quickly without it spinning out. Having that brake balance, I guess, more to the rear tires. Yeah, even that corner there was even felt better. Yeah, y'all wreck each other, that's all. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Yeah, it really helps set the car in the back end though, so I can still steer it. I don't have as much brake pressure or whatever in the front end. That's kind of what I was going for. It's definitely a little bit better. I could probably even go a little bit more on the brake balance. Probably go even a little bit more if I wanted to. It's not bad. It's definitely an improvement though. Whoop. Yeah, definitely an improvement. Oops, shifted too early. Trying to give him some room so I don't have to get tangled with him. This car's a blast to drive though. Oop, getting a little help from behind. I got some relatively clean air here. Yeah, I can definitely probably go a little bit more on that brake balance. Okay. I totally screwed up there. I should have slowed up. Alright, I can definitely go a little bit more on the brake bias there. Let's do a quit again. And I'm going to take that brake bounce like all the way to the left as far as in the rear tires. Okay, quit. We're going to load this back up. I think that's definitely going to do me some good if I do that. Alright. Tractor loaded back up here so we can get to the garage and tune this bad boy. Tame this beast. Really cool look of that track though. That's through the S's parts there. Alright, let's tune it up. Take that down and move this all the way to the rear. I don't know if that's going to lock it up too much. I wish there was something in between. I'd feel a little bit better with that. I almost feel that might be a little too much. We'll have to see though. So when I put the brakes on, it's going to be all in the rear. So I'll still be able to steer it, but it might still force me to lose control, I guess, a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. Make my way through this mess here. Yeah, it kind of really jacks the car up in the rear now. That might be a little too much. Let's see how it does in the hairpin there, though. Get off of me, dude. Give me some room. Yeah, I couldn't really get a good read on it right there, just having to deal with the other cars. You really need to have some clean air, relatively clean air. Really get a feel on it. Let's try this last corner coming up here. Yeah, I think that might be a lot better. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was just going to completely lock the rear end up, which it doesn't, which is good. This might work out for me. I'm not wrong. Oh! I don't know. I could have been wrong there. This car's still got a lot of power. Tried to use the handbrake there, and I guess that brake balance doesn't seem to work very well with the hand brake. So I had to trying different things out to see if I can gain some time. That's probably not going to be the best way to do that. Chavez trying out that audio command. I'm just noticing that. So you're still with us there? Glad you're still hanging with us. You still not getting video? Oh crap. I'm getting some help here, and that's not good. Yeah, we got to definitely stay out of those types of interactions there with the bot, with the AI. That's definitely not helping our time. Guess we're just gonna have a little fun with this one. So let me try this again. No handbrake. Okay, that's with all the rear brake balance. Okay. Alrighty then. Alrighty. I think it's gonna be good. I just have to make it work for me. That's all. So let's go ahead and restart. Keep that setting so we should still have that same tuning. Good deal. Just gotta catch my breath here a little bit. You can see it all now, so you're at home. So are you on the PC now, as opposed to mobile? Let's see. You saw a Ferrari Thrustmaster steering wheel for $60. Just the wheel. Is that a good? If it's just the wheel, without the you can probably get the whole thing for $60 as far as the pedals, which those Thrustmasters are usually just the 2 pedals as far as the gas and the brake. So for $60 for just the wheel, no. Because you can definitely get one of those Thrustmasters, the whole thing, you know, as far as the wheel and the pedals, as far as the 2 pedals for $60 for that price. Yeah, regardless of what, if it's for a console or whatever, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, without having the pedals, I wouldn't. No, that's not worth $60 to me. You can definitely get the whole thing for $60. You know, and I think part of the reason is there. It's like some people I've noticed that sell their wheels. Some people like to use different pedals. So like they might have a pedal set that might be custom that you can use for with your wheel. So that's probably the angle, I guess they're probably going as far as selling it that way. That's to focus on somebody, I guess, that has probably already a set of pedals to go with the wheel. Yeah, if you're going to look for something like that there, Chavez, definitely, if you can find the whole wheel with the pedals for that price, that's not terrible. Thrustmasters are a really nice wheel. Yeah, brand new, those things back in the day, I guess when those things were brand new, they were right around $120, $130. So it's not really a bad deal. I guess for $60, but I would definitely make sure it has pedals. Alright, so, okay, let's get back into this here. Game face sound. Stay a little bit more to the right here. Let them all go to the left. There we go. Stay out of their way. Just gonna make our way through here. Yep, we're like in the top 10 here. Oh, damn it. Freaking help from that guy. That didn't help this. Son of a biscuit. That's gonna kill our time. No doubts. Alright. I'm done with that. We gotta restart this. As unfortunate as that is, because I already know I'm trying to run it to where I can get the trophy. So getting that type of business happening there, it's not going to help. Not going to help us. I've had enough fun on the track as far as just learning the track. Now it's just the point I'm bound and determined to get this bronze. And I got to not interact with these bots as much as possible. Much as possible. Get away from them. There we go. Kind of stinks when they get in my way, though. Oh, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Let me get out of my way. Yeah, I can get through that hairpin a little bit better. I don't know if it's good enough to gain me some time. That's the only thing. Yeah, I'm still too slow. Right in this area here, I should be at 50 seconds. Turning into this zone, I should be at 50 seconds. So the fact that I was already at like 52, 53, that's too slow. Too slow. Alright, I'm just going to play this through here, though. Let's get a feel of our setup here. I'm just going to get some practice on this setup. All that rear brake balance. It's a really fun car to drive. It's just a matter of finding the nice balance in the setup at this point. Be able to get that time that I need. Yeah, I think I'm still too slow through that hairpin. I gotta be able to take that a lot faster. Yep, we're 2:09. We should have been ready at no more than like 2 minutes and 1 second. No more than that. So I got like 8 seconds that I'm off here. So even if I do run a 1 minute lap, I guess on this last lap, it's not going to matter. I'm already going to be over that time that I need to get the bronze. Gotta find a way to get through that hairpin faster. No two other ways about it. I'm gonna be about 307 thereabouts. 307. Okay, that's not terrible considering the run that I had there, but we need 303,995, so we gotta get better than that. So obviously someone's been able to crack that 304 that we've been dealing with. Oh my goodness, I know it's possible. I already got a 304.896 or whatever it was. That's the closest I've been able to come to it. But man, was I hitting every freaking mark. I was on fire. Oh, let's go ahead and do a restart. So I still got my setup here. Yep. Just making sure. We're going to make this happen. Man. The one thing that sticks in my head is I need to stay away from the bots, as far as the AI as much as possible, but not get so far out of the groove that it's going to kill my time. Right? So it's like it's that balance between staying out of the AI's way, but still running relatively the preferred line, so I can still get that proper time. I definitely need to make sure I need to find more speed or more maneuverability, I guess, as far as getting to that hairpin. That hairpin, I think, is killing me. I need to get through there faster. Yeah, so the fact that it's showing Kingston Raceway, that's funny. We've noticed this before, too, because they put the wrong track diagram here. They're saying the Kingston Raceway figure 8, but that's not the track. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we were on the Hill Street. We're doing the reverse one in this case. Alright, here we go. It's all about that hairpin. Last interaction with the bots, the better. Nope. Crap. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Crap. Get off me, get off me. totally wash out in that corner. Son of a... you gotta hit the marks. Gotta hit the marks. This is not gonna do it. Yep. I'm just too slow to that hairpin. I've tried to use the handbrake as well as just to ease up on the brake, and neither way seems to really help my efforts to get through that hairpin faster. Come on, dudes, get out of my way. Oh my god. Alright. Let's restart. I already know that's going to kill me right there. Just that by itself. Whoa, I got way out of shape there. I don't know what the heck happened there. Come on, what the frick, man? Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened there. It's a ridiculous start. Here we go. I was trying to give them enough room, but for some reason I went left instead of staying straight here. Yep, get out of my way. There you go. Whoa, that was nasty. Yeah, let them all wreck each other. Come on, trying to get around them and then get myself all jacked up. It's tougher than it looks as far as just work your way through all the AI. Alright, 50 seconds is what our target is right in this area. Nope. Already 5 seconds too slow. By the time I'm going around this corner, I need to be at 55. So the fact that I'm already at over a minute, this is too slow. Too slow. I don't know what else I can do differently. I guess to pick up that time that I'm losing. I gotta stop doing that kind of crap, that's for sure. Yeah, first gear is too... That's too short. Tends to spin the tires. Get out of my way. Ah, come on! Damn it. Alright. God, that's so irritating. I'm already slow. I don't need that. I don't need you in my way like that. There we go. Yeah, you all wreck yourself. Just stay away from me. I'm gonna play the cootie game when it comes to that. Stay away from me. Social distance me. Yeah, see that kind of crap there, this is gonna kill my time. That's probably 2 or 3 seconds I lost right there. Dealing with that car in front of me. Just dragging them. "52 seconds. Yes, I'm still a little slow. There's that 2 seconds I was dealing with that boomer just dragging that dude. If I wouldn't have had to deal with that, I would have been fine. Alright, so we're trying that again. Now, I know it is Wreckfest, but we got to stay away from the wrecks. Them wrecking us or us wrecking them. It's the only way we're going to get... It's the only way we're going to get this accomplished. Once I get this bronze, like I said, I don't care. As long as I get the bronze. And then from then on, I don't really care. All I want is the bronze. It's not too much to ask for, I don't feel. God dang it anyway. Son of a... Alright. Gotta stay away from that kind of crap. Get wrecked. It's not gonna help our time. Let them all wreck each other. Oh. Guess I kind of cut it in there. I'm trying to stay on that way off to the right here as much as possible. Just let them all kind of wreck each other. There we go. Out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. Damn it. Out of my way. Dude, get the frick out of my way. Just lollygagging right in front of me there. Too much brake. Nope, that didn't work. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna get this damn thing. It kills me. Just get off me. Oh my god. You're freaking killing me, Smalls. I don't think there's any such thing as clean racing in the Wreckfest here. But that's what I need to happen in order to even have a shot at getting the time that I need to get the bronze. Just let them wreck each other. There we go. Stay away from me and wreck each other. See, and it's not always possible to kind of stay out of their way. Because they kind of get in your way. That's the only problem. Oh, we already got... Oh my god. Son of a... I don't know what else to do, folks. I know what needs to happen, but the fact that it's not falling into place like we need it to, it's kind of frustrating. So if I hang back here, that's killing our time, because we need to have a fast time. As far as staying away from interacting with the AI. I keep calling them either between bots or AIs. I think it's the same. It doesn't matter. Usually on multiplayer, though, they're considered as bots. I guess that's the only reason why I say it. Alright. It's pushing me in the wall. Man, so slow, so slow, terribly slow. Got a little bit of help there. Nope, way over a minute. Whatever. I'm about done with this one. I'm gonna go back to the other event there, because it's got to be ran clean. I don't know how else to do it. I mean, I've done everything I could do with the setup of the car, I guess, to try to run a clean, clean race. But that's the only way it can happen. You can't get wrecked. You can't wreck yourself or get wrecked by the AI, spin out or anything like that. It's got to be relatively clean in order to get that time. That's the only way it's gonna happen. No other way to put it. Which I think is crazy with the fact that it's just for bronze. That is so freaking crazy. Alright, so I'm going to go back into this event here. I haven't gotten a bronze on this one yet. Feel like I'm ready for the Bugzilla again at the Bone Breaker. Appreciate everybody sticking around and checking out the entertainment that is Wreckfest here on Wednesday. Season 5 that they've started on the tournament aspect for the game. They made it really tough. Really tough. I don't even know how many races I got in that that one event as far as trying to get that 3 minutes and 3 laps. I know it's more than a dozen. At this point, it's going to be more than a dozen, that's for sure. Yeah, to eat and clean your room. Well, that's probably good. And welcome on back. Yeah, so we're going to get into this event here. We're going to be using the Bugzilla. Now, what I've found, the vulnerability as far as the weakness of this car, and as you'll see, if any cars get in between the wheels, it'll flip the car. It flips the Bugzilla. So if you're doing side by side, that's where you're at a disadvantage. You want to keep the cars behind you or in front of you so that you can either run them over or just have them run into you. But if they get in next to your wheels, it'll spin you out. That's the only flaw with this particular car. As you'll see here. Here we go. Starting dead last. So we need to get at least 6th place to get the bronze. We're going to go right. And it seems pretty easy. And I had, at one point there, one of my initial runs, I had like 2nd place, but then I ended up not even getting the bronze. Super crazy. I got greedy, I guess. That got me in trouble. So we got 4 laps to get this done. Well, it's got 5 years. Cool. I got an extra gear than I thought I had. So right now I do have the bronze, but it's just holding on to the bronze here at this point. I have solidified the bronze so far. We're not done yet. We're only halfway through. Oop, easy. Top 5, there we go. This car would be really cool if you had like a Monster Jam type of thing. As far as like Monster Truck. This would be fun to drive in that way. It's got like a supercharger on it. Oh, see, there we go. I'm gonna lose this. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Crap. See, this is how I lost it. I got spun out. And I wasn't able to get it back. Yeah, see, they get right in your tires and you just can't go anywhere. They just spin you out. That's what I'm talking about right there. You gotta watch the side by side. Racing, yep, as long as they're in front of you, it's usually not too bad. Yeah, I got all the way back to 11th. Now, this is what has been happening. Just can't keep it on the 6th place to get the bronze. They keep spinning me out. Yep, see, they get stuck right in there, and then you can't go anywhere. You gotta reset. It's kind of the one vulnerability of this Bugzilla. You would think you could just be able to run over them, I guess, with as big a tires as you got there, but that's not how it works, obviously, with this car. Yep, so I'm probably going to miss it again. 10th place. Yeah, see, when you do a head-on hit, it's not so bad. It's when you get into your wheels. Come on, dude. What the hell? Am I dragging somebody? I got a dude in front of me here. What the heck? Just run over him. Good lord. Yeah, there's a dude in front of me. Yeah, there's a lot of vulnerabilities with this car. Having that height is probably one of the biggest advantages, because everybody else is lower than you. And you can't necessarily run them over, which is kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and restart that, though. You would think you could just be able to run right over them. Especially when they get caught in between the wheels, but that's not how it works. Here goes nothing. Let's try it right again. Yep. Got caught in between my wheels. And the only way you can really get out of it is to just reset the car, which puts you way back. And it's tough to get that position back. Just kicking my butt in that regard. Okay, I should be able to run over that dude. As big a tires as I got, shouldn't be just dragging him like that. I should be able to run right over him. Yep. Similar to that. Something like that. th place. That's terrible. Terrible. Just run over him. See, look at that spinning out. It's so crazy. Yeah, the tires are really the detriment of this car, because like you can get it caught on stuff, to include against the other cars that you're trying to pass. Put you in a bad way. Oh my god. How did I spin out there? Reset becomes your friend on this with this car, that's for sure. Alright, 9th, here we go. Oh my god. Come on. Gather back up. Two more spots is all I need. Oh my god. Reset, reset, reset. Nope, that wasn't a good idea. If it wasn't that it put you a couple positions down every time you reset, it wouldn't be so bad, but now I need 3 spots in this last lap. Just to get bronze. Nope, now I need 4. Son of a... Ay! So annoying. It just sucks when you have to reset the car. Because they're so much faster and more maneuverability. And the spinning out is ridiculous. I don't think you can tune this car either. I meant to go check that out. I think I will check that out next time. But I think you can't tune it. It doesn't have the ability to tune it. So that's another problem. I was able to get 8th out of that mess. But it's still not good enough to get the bronze, unfortunately. Oh, lordy. Let's do a continue so I can get out of this. I'm going to try and see if I can tune this. I don't think you can, though. I want to see what I can do with the suspension or something on it. So that is part of the DLC. We'll just miss that, though. Let's load this back up here. And if I remember correctly, I think on these cars you cannot tune them. We'll check it out here, though. Yeah, for the most part, I am enjoying these new aspects to the Season 5 that they've applied here for the tournament aspect. It's just a matter of just learning, I guess, the nuance. I've not tried these vehicles like this one in particular. This is the first time I've driven them, so yeah, you cannot tune it. I just wanted to double check there. So I do have these on half. I'm gonna try putting this on full. See if that helps. So it gives us more stability and such. So as far as the traction control, we'll see if this helps us. It may not. We'll just have to see what's going on here. Worth a shot. Already feels better, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what. Alrighty, baby. Let's get it. Let's not get cocky or greedy about it, because we know what happens when we do that. Gets us in trouble. Reset. Yeah, so you lose a lot of positions, as you can see when you reset. So if you can avoid resetting, the better. That's so much better. Now I gotta gain all these positions back. I had like 3rd place there or something. I was going for the gold. There we go. Now we're back there. Wasn't able to do that in the previous with all the traction control and all that. Yeah, get wrecked there, son. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so the fact that it's... I might have to retry the that season challenge and all that stuff with having the traction control and all that stuff in there. Maybe that's something else I might have to... That might work for my benefit. So far, it seems to be working here. So far. It's not over yet, though. Crap, crap, crap. Get off of me. Well, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. See, that's what happens. Oh, turn, you son of a gun. What the heck? Yep. We're right back to square one. Just fighting to get bronze. Oh my god. Reset! Thank you. Last lap. Need one more, oh, 2 more spots. Nope, it's not gonna happen. This is what's so crazy, so it doesn't seem to matter, I guess. If I got the traction control on or not. I can get up to that position where I can at least get the silver, but can't seem to hold on to it. I keep kicking my butt. The height is my disadvantage in this event, that's for sure. Let's restart it again here to try. We're gonna keep it right where it's at. It's just a matter of holding on to that spot until the end. Easier said than done. It's super fun trying, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. With the salty I might seem to sound or whatever, it's still fun. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. I would have probably quit a long time ago. Yeah, get wrecked, son. Yeah, see, I can get up to this position here. It's just a matter of holding on to it is all. That's the biggest challenge. Let's go left. I try to use my size to my advantage if I can. So it's kind of more like just like I was doing with the that time challenge there as far as in this weekly challenge there. Just AI avoidance as much as possible. Oh, wasn't too bad. We got the lead, folks. Holy crap. That's the highest we've been in this deal. Oh, it's just a matter of holding on to this here. All it is about is just avoidance. Just trying to avoid them. Stay away from them. Play the cootie game. Just don't touch me. Coming up the last lap. Here we go. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Gathered up, gathered up, gathered up. Crap. We're still in it. We're still in it. It almost got pretty ugly, though. Oh, man. Reset, reset. Quick, quick, quick. Get going, get going, get going. Get going. Thank you. Third spot. I don't care if I get the win. I just want to get a trophy. If I can maintain this silver coming into it. Oh, crap. Reset, reset, reset. No, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't you dare do it to me. Alright, I got bronze. That's all I care. Holy crap. We had the lead, got it to third, and we had to settle for sixth. Crazy. Let's continue on that. So at least we got a trophy in that event. Oh, super rough. 2,000 fame for our efforts there, too. Alright, we already saw that. Okay, so I got a trophy in all these events except these two here as far as a weekly challenge and the season challenge. Alright, I am looking, I think setting the traction control and all that stuff as far as having it at full, that's definitely going to change probably the overall feel of the car. So I probably won't need to set the car up, I guess, the same way I did with having it at half. So we'll probably have to try it with the traction control and all that stuff at full without setting the car up. And see how that lands us here. Yeah, so we haven't tried it and putting it on full, so this will be a good little test. Keeping that all at full and not setting the car up at all. This is not even, just leaving whatever it's set at by default. Just leave it that way and see what happens here. Let's just see. Alright, so tuning the car. Right now we're going to keep that stiff. Cool. And the difficulty, yep, keep this all at full. Let's see what this does first. Here goes nothing. Oh. Easy, easy, easy. Gotta get through this mess. There we go. Oh, I'm the meat in this sandwich. It's really gonna make a difference as far as how the car responds in the hairpin here with this setup. Not really that much faster, but it's got a little bit more maneuverability, I guess. Maybe a little bit more nimble. Yep, and I'm still slow through here. I gotta be still gotta be at that 50-second mark coming up this part of the track. So I'm still a little too slow there. This will be this is a practice run for now, I guess, as far as with these settings. So far, I'm still too slow. Just judging it by that one last straightaway there coming up to the last corner. I need to be about no more than 55 seconds coming out of that last corner. So I can be right at that minute mark as far as getting the start-finish line. I can definitely get through there a little bit better. Oop. A little help from him. I was trying to get around him. Yeah, 210. That's too slow. It's about the same time every lap as far as I'm like at a 54 or like a minute 4 or whatever coming out of that last corner getting to the start finish line. Yeah, so I got a good 4 seconds to shave off, 4 to 5 seconds to shave off every lap. Stay off that curb. Definitely feel like I'm getting through that hairpin a little bit better than I was with the previous settings. And I'm still too slow. So I'm well over 3 minutes, and I'm going to hit it probably about 3:07. 3:09. That was my very first wheel. Then I had a let's see. Trying to remember what I had after that. I think it was the Momo Red, which was the actual red casing, not just the Momo, the red Momo Force. I've had a G25, and also the last one I've ever gotten was just 27. And ever since I changed the encoder ring in it, as far as that actually, you know, what the game actually reads, as far as like what position that the wheel's in. Ever since I changed that from that chintzy plastic deal that Logitech puts in there, I changed it to that brass. Never had a problem. I've never had a problem. And I think that's what's gonna increase the longevity of this wheel for sure. So unless I drop it or, you know, just totally beat up on it quite a bit, that's the only way it's gonna probably really perish. I'll have to check that out later. I don't currently have that up. I had to turn a lot of those applications off, just in the effort to keep the stream running smooth. I turn a lot of those applications on, and it just kills the stream for whatever reason. So I'll have to check that out post-stream. And for some reason, I think I left my phone. I gotta find out what I did with my phone. It's around here somewhere. I think the last time I was charging. Yeah, so I'll have to find out where that is. Alright, let's go ahead and restart this. I want to get the bronze on this. Confound it. Yeah, look at all these people that are able to get that. So if we check out the leaderboards, can we do that from here? Nope, we have to go back to the main screen, but it's okay. Yeah, so we got at least these people here have been able to get the 304. I got my best score is at 304E23, which is great. Look at how close we are. We're all in the 800s, 8/10ths, all in that same range. It's so tight. I guess as far as the closeness of those times, that's for sure. Alright. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna have to find my phone though. That's bugging me now. I don't remember where I put it. Really, dude? Holy crap. That's crazy. That's garbage. That's complete garbage. I mean, I know it is Wreckfest, but good. That's the start of the race here. Not to be that aggressive. Giving you plenty of room. I don't want to waste too much time here because it's killing my time. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, so you're probably, now that I think of it there, Chavez, you're probably looking for a wheel to be able to run. You got that giveaway copy against as far as the Wreckfest here. Have you been able to play it yet? Have you at least been able to try that Wreckfest out, even with a controller or just a keyboard? And if so, how are you liking it? Oh, okay. Right there, through there a little hot. Not too bad, though. Good recovery. Whoa, baby. Last corner. Yep, I'm still too slow. Way well over a minute. I gotta find some more. Oh my god. I gotta find some more. I gotta shave off some time somewhere, and I don't know where. Just don't know where. I'm trying to cut these corners, but those curves definitely do bite. They do get you. You know, when you got to deal with the AI here, that doesn't help either. Okay, we got a little bit of clean room here. Kind of washed up in that one. Trying to give these guys some room because I know they take that low side. Gotta give them that room. Yep, so we're like 6 seconds off right here. We need to be right at 2 minutes coming out of this last corner. And we're already 2:09, so that's 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Good lord. So slow. So slow. I'm just gonna ride us through. We got the last lap here. So I don't think so far, from what I've seen, this setting here is really making that much of a difference. We're getting about the same result. Maybe a little bit worse, but definitely not any better. Yep. So we should, yeah, we're way fast. We're gonna be like in 3:15 or something like that here. Yeah, we're gonna be like 3:12, 3:15, something like that. 3:12. Yep. Way slow. So that, I think that's actually hurting us as far as using the setting there. We were actually running faster times, I guess, by having it at half and then just set everything as sending out the car. But obviously, from what we've seen, that's not giving us enough time to get that bronze. That's the problem. So I don't know what other direction to go. Alright, we're going to go back and try that other season challenge. You don't have the controller, and I suck something bad on keyboard. So at least you've been able to try it. That's the only thing I was wondering. Yeah, keyboard is a little bit tougher, I guess, to do that as far as the driving with it, for sure. Definitely helps if you got a controller or a wheel. Definitely highly recommend if you have the means of being able to get a wheel for this. Highly recommend it. Any other game that you have, as far as that uses a controller and or the potential, I guess, for a wheel, you're gonna find it's a solid investment as far as getting yourself a wheel. No, understandable. It's definitely understandable. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try out this season challenge here. So these are the only two events that we have not haven't gotten a trophy on it yet. So, ATS and ETS 2. I mean, you could probably play them, like you said, especially with not having a wheel. Yeah, so if you've got those games, yeah, that's really going to be a big difference as far as if you get yourself a wheel, even if it is just the Thrustmaster. I'm gonna find my phone here for a second. I think I got an idea where I put it. Just give me a second here. I'll be right back. Take a look at this. Alrighty then, I did locate the phone, so let me see what we got here. I got a couple of messages on here, actually. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, someone gave me the information about ATS. We were just talking about that. That's pretty cool. Western Star, I guess that's what they're coming out with as far as the next update to. Yeah, the fact that they just got Truckers MP working on that, it's kind of crazy. Alright, let's see what we got here. So you put that in media here, Chavez. There we go. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what we got going on here. Thrustmaster, Ferrari 458 Spider. Xbox and PC compatible. Yep, as they are. They put the two pedals. Yep. Let's take a look at this here. So they got just the one picture here, it looks like. Where's this from, anyway? Doesn't say where this is coming off. Is this eBay or what is it? Where's this person selling this from? So I got $10 shipping too. So you got to factor that in there. So when it's all said and done, you're gonna be paying close to $100 for it. Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, they only got the one picture. I mean, from what I can see there, it looks in pretty damn good shape. Wheel and that's not chewed up. Yeah, that may not be a bad deal. I don't see the cord though. That's the thing that worries me. That one picture there. I would find out if you can get a hold of that person. If you said if it's on Facebook, ensure that it has the cables, because that picture there doesn't show the cables, and that would be what would concern me. If it's got the cables as far as to the pedals to the wheel, at minimum, if it's at least got that That would be my first concern as I look at that. What do you mean, what about the other one? I only see the one. Let's see here. Or did you post? Oh, you did post another one. There it is. I had to scroll down. Logitech Driving Force GT. PS3 PC. That's for $80. Let's see what you got here. Logitech Driving Force. He's even got the, looks like he's got the packaging for it too. So, yeah, so see there you can see the cables. He's got the cables in there. It's also got the shifter too. Comes on the side of it. That's the way those were designed though. I can't say too much about the Driving Force wheels, unfortunately. But as far as the condition of it, it doesn't look bad. I don't see any wheels. I don't see any pedals though. So if it doesn't have the pedals, there's no way I would spend $80 on that. No. Yeah, so that second one there, as far as the Driving Force, no pedals, there's no way I would spend that much. It said box and setup and cord. Okay, he's not showing it in the picture, so as long as it shows it's got pedals, it's always a good sign when they got the box still, that's for sure. So if it's got the pedals, the cables, and all that stuff on the Driving Force, that wouldn't be a bad. I particularly care for where the setup for that shifter. That's just my own personal thing. That would be depending on your taste. The fact that the Driving Force ones still have the pedal shifters, that's probably what I would use anyway. That's just my own personal take on it. But I guess like I said, if that Driving Force has the pedals and the cables and all that stuff with it, for $80, that's not bad. So neither one of those are a bad deal, considering the condition of it. But yeah, if you're leaning more towards the Thrustmaster, I would check with that person selling that. If it's got the cables with it, he's only showing the pedals and the wheel. So as long as it's got the cables with it, that's probably not a bad price either. So yeah. Yeah, condition doesn't look that bad on them. A little bit pricey, you know, as far in my opinion. But what is the shipping on the Driving Force? It doesn't say. It shows on the Thrustmaster, but not the. Just up to the 25 and the 20. Now the 27 it was a size. It doesn't take up as much space because the Red Momo Force, as far as with the red casing, it's huge. I had my own rig for that. I guess just to handle that wheel. You shift all the time for work. Well, that's fair too. So if you don't want to shift in the game, you want to be able to have the game shift for you. I totally understand that. That's definitely understandable. I was like, if I'm shifting all day at work, why would I want to shift while I'm in the game? That's a fair argument. 100%. I 100% get you. All right, so we're gonna get back into this one here. 404,000 we still need to get. 287. So you can compare how much is the difference there. I got a deficit I got to make up here. It's crazy. Oh lordy. All right, we're gonna try it this way though, with having the all the stability and the traction control set to where it is, and see if that doesn't help us any. It may or may not help us. It definitely didn't really seem to help us, I guess, in that the weekly challenge. That's for sure. It was about the same, maybe a little bit worse. It's about a second or two slower, from my observation there. All right, so we can tune this, but I don't really see any reason to have to tune it. I am going to keep the difficulty, like I said, at full instead of half, and just see what it gets us there. There goes nothing. We've got these taxis to deal with. Gives a little bit of GTA feel to it. Not to mention Rad Racer, as I was saying earlier. We remember Rad Racer back in the day. I know I remember back in high school. Look at these guys wrecking each other. Holy crap. Holy crap. Let's reset that. That was garbage. How the hell am I supposed to get around that? There was no way of getting around that. They totally jacked each other up. Not to mention jacking me up. I just noticed not till now that the driver's seat's on the left side. I just noticed that. Let's see if that happens again here. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, got a little piece of him there. Missed him there a little bit. Yeah, I think these dudes just right in my line, though. Right in my line. Oh, shifted too early. There's no multiplier or anything in this either. It's just a matter of hitting the checkpoints early enough is all it is. It's all it's a matter of. Gotta hit these checkpoints as fast as you can. You gotta do it like 3 times. 3 times the charm on these checkpoints. I think it's our 3rd time. I lost count. I think it's our 3rd time though. Nine seconds added there. Get out of my way, dude. Damn it. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit shy. I'm not going to hit my 287 here, but we're going to try. One more time. Here we go. Okay, that was only the 2nd time. This is the 3rd time. This is the 3rd time. Here we go. Get out of my way, dude. Damn it. Oh, wait. That finish line was in a different spot. What the heck? That was weird. 325, though. We hit that. We cracked that 300,000 mark. That finish line was in a different spot. That was weird. Wow. I was expecting it to be on that one part. That was nifty. I'm fast and furious now. Oh, it seems like it. So I definitely cracked that. It almost seemed a little bit easier. That definitely made a difference on those settings. So let's do a restart. So the fact that I'm using this difficulty on that one there, that seems to definitely help. Let's see if we can't do that again. Here goes nothing. Definitely the whole key to this is you want to hit these checkpoints as fast as you can. That's all it's about. But you got to avoid these taxis too, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. There we go. Made it through. Just right in my way here. Got some pretty wrecked up taxis here. This is one of those types of cars, though, too, that is kind of from the Fast and Furious, if I remember right. Kind of like a Nissan Skyline or a Nismo. Nimzo or Nismo or whatever they call them. Aren't you going to war? Where's it at here? Only 5 seconds? 0.5 seconds here, okay. Gotta watch these taxis in the intersection. There we go. Look at how slow this guy is. Right in my freaking lane. Out of my way, dude. Oh, squeak by him, squeak by him. We don't need those tires anyway. Oh, we got two of them right in our way here. Look at this crap. The heck is this crap? We got two of them in our way. Get out of my way, dude. Oh my god. Where do we end up with there? 262. So that's more like it. So how the hell I got that 325? I have no idea. Yeah, I think this is the Nismo. I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of a toss up there. It's definitely one of the Nissans there for sure. Alright, let's see. Let's do restart. Yeah, so I don't know how the hell I got that 325. I'll just be honest. I think that was just that was a fluke there. 407,000 now. Look at this mess. Somebody got 407,000. Oh my god. People, stop. I can't even get past the... Ay, ay, ay. So somebody bettered the 404,000 than it was for a while. Alright, Fast and Furious. Here we go. Oh, get wrecked. This part here, I think they're killing me here because they're right in my preferred line right there. That low lane. Whoop, washed up there a little bit. Hear that turbo whining in there. .8 seconds. Okay. Where are we at? I'm trying to see if they're consistent on how much time it's adding there. Because I don't see a multiplier, so I don't know if there's more time for hitting in a particular lap time. For lack of a better way to put it. Oh, gotta watch the curb though. This part always killing me here, it seems. That freaking taxi is always in my way. One more time. Here we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Crap. Trying to carry all that momentum in there. That didn't work. That was definitely under 300,000. 287. So yeah, we're still right there. I don't know how the hell I got that 325. I really don't know. That was a freak thing. Holy crap. Fixing to get stuff ready for work in the morning. No problem there, Chavez. Appreciate you stopping by here. I'm gonna try a couple more times to see if I can't get this doggone Browns in this thing. Granted, keeping in mind I got probably the rest of the month to be able to try and get this, so I probably won't beat myself too badly, I guess, as far as that. So hopefully, yeah, you're able to get that wheel. I guess I'll straighten up there. Sounds like it's in town, like you mentioned, so if you're able to get that there, definitely let me know. See how that's working out for you. Alright, let's go again. Here we go. Alright, so we start off with 20 seconds. I'm going to watch how much time is getting added to each of these checkpoints. That was 16 seconds, okay. So it must go down as you progress. So 16 seconds there initially. And watch these guys. This one adds 15 seconds, okay. So I think it must go down as you progress. So this one adds 10 seconds, okay. This was going to be less. 8 seconds, okay. .3. Oh, 10.8 plus a bonus of point. Okay. So initially, basically 10.5 seconds. 14.4. Okay. Oh, got a wash out of that corner. 13.5. So initially, when I went through there, was 15 seconds it added. So I feel like that's went down. Nine seconds. Okay, out of my way. .2. See, that finish line was in a different spot. So the finish line seems like to be in a different spot too. So I'm trying to figure out what the heck. Huh. That's kind of weird. So they keep putting the finish line in it. I guess that the faster, I guess, that you go through the checkpoints there, it actually changes where it actually ends as far as the finish line. That's kind of weird. Trying to wrap my brain around that. So it makes me tend to wonder: do I need to go slower? That wouldn't be right. Huh. I'm confused how I got that 325. I guess. 'Cause I feel like I'm running this as fast as I was to get to 325. You gotta really watch it at this point. $15 seconds there, so that's what it gives you initially. $10 seconds, yep. So that seems to be consistent on this first lap and all these checkpoints. 8 seconds. $10.8. $14.4 plus an additional. I guess I'm not quite understanding that. This dude right here keeps getting in my preferred line. It's totally screwing me up every time I come through this part. 13.5, so that went down a second and a half because we initially got a 15-second bonus. So I don't know if that's good or bad. 10 seconds, now it's at 9 seconds, so that went down a second. This one was at 8 seconds. 7.2, so that seems to be consistent from our last run. And finished, okay. 266. See, I don't get it. I have no idea how I got that 325. That's weird. I don't know what I did differently. I don't know if it matters as far as how you're going through the checkpoint. Unless maybe I'm getting more points, I guess, when I hit the taxi. I haven't paid attention to that. Something happened different. That's all I know. So maybe I have to attack those taxis, maybe. We'll have to see that. Let's see here. Whoa, crap. Wasn't paying attention there. Crap. Let me restart that. I totally dorked that corner. Here we go. I'll have to pay attention, I guess, as far as if I hit these guys. I don't know if that's adding time, I guess, when I interact with those or not. I don't think it is. Nope. That was really a fluke thing just for to get that 325, is all I know. I just wish I knew what I did. I guess he earned that. 14.4, that's still consistent. Out of my way. 13.5, yep. But I'm noticing, you know, probably the only difference is that you get that there's like an additional time. So I don't know if it goes by your last lap, as far as if you had time left over. Not sure how that works. That's 9 seconds with no additional. Out of my way, dude. 7.2. And see, now the finish line was right there. That's weird. I don't get that. How does that finish line keep changing? Plus, I made less points too. So there must be like a timer in there somewhere too, as far as like for the overall course, is what I'm wondering. I'll have to tackle that a little bit more. I guess we're a little bit more than 4 hours in the stream here. We've been able to at least try out every aspect, I guess, of this tournament. These new options that are available in Season 5 for the tournament aspect of Wreckfest. I'm going to go ahead and continue and get out of this. I'm going to ponder this a little bit more. I hope everybody else is having a blast, I guess, with trying that out as well. I know I have. It's just a matter of finding these out. I've been able to get the trophies on all these other deals. We are up to 194,000 fame. Super cool. So yeah, it's been my pleasure, I guess, to be able to showcase this new Season 5 aspect to the Wreckfest here, the Getaway Heat. So they've introduced 2 new cars. As far as with the Rocket RX and the Nismo. We'll just call it a Nismo. This fact is what we see here in the poster here. That's the only 2 cars we've been able to try in this new aspect. To include, I guess, that new track as far as with Hill Street. I'm really digging the track. The fact that I'm not able to get the trophy, that's basically an afterthought. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, really digging as far as what they've done with this new tournament aspect for Season 5 in the game. Definitely hope that you've enjoyed it just as much. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Feel free to stick around for the host at the end of the stream. Appreciate everybody that did stop by here. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel and you're liking what you see, you want to see more of it, do make sure that you're hitting the follow button on the channel to get notifications when the stream is live. Also, be sure to check out the social media links as far as the Rock Nation Discord, our Spline Design Studios Facebook group page, which is the modding group Spline Design Studios that we belong to, as well as the Rock Nation Twitter. The Spline Design Studios Facebook page serves as our forum for the website. So for the website, I'll put that out there too. If that hasn't been shown in there, probably not. I do appreciate everybody that stopped by here. I can't say thank you enough. It's been a blast, like I said, to kind of showcase here, and I hope to see you again real soon. I'll be streaming again next on Friday for Farming Friday, continuing to play through the Dairyland map on Farming Simulator 19, and then Saturday we'll be streaming for Spline Design Studios Saturday. Probably continuing some more work on the Dover International Speedway track build by Torch. I haven't gotten any latest information, I guess, from Torch, so that's all going to be pending. But we'll definitely be going over something creative in this creative aspect, I guess, for Saturday. So if I don't see you any one of those times, I hope to definitely see you again sometime soon. This is J-Rock signing off. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, morning, wherever you happen to be in the world. We will see you again soon. Bye for now.